Uh, uh. Okay, I wasn't expecting that to be our first song of the night, but okay, an important rap song, I guess. Kids don't play with too many knives.
Too many things. Anyway,
Arikado.
Yes.
Well, Arikado, I made it, despite your directions.
Ah, JKR, welcome. I hope you're prepared for a wonderful stream. Yeah, leave it to me to say, like, oh, I can stream all week because I'm off all week, and then just not stream at all. I need to stop promising that I'm going to stream, because every time I do, I end up having, like, an episode of being too tired to do anything. So, I'm joined tonight by JKR and Cloud.
hello.
Hello.
And tonight, we're doing some more Spider-Man Remastered. Totally normal playthrough, no shenanigans whatsoever, guaranteed.
None whatsoever.
Nope.
I've been tinkering with some of the graphic settings to see if I can minimize how much it destroys my avatar tracking. But I think at this point, it's like I just need a new GPU. Game hasn't technically started yet because it's got one of those like old school launchers, like a PC game from fucking 2002. Which is kind of pointless because all the settings that are in the launcher are in the main menu.
Oh, wow.
You know what they say? Hoo ha ho ha ho! Hoo ha ho ha ho!
I have no idea what you just said.
I said hoo ha ho ha ho! Hoo ha ho ha ho!
Well, I heard that. I know what you said, but I don't understand what
It was from the song we were just listening to.
Oh, so sorry, I didn't hear that part.
Gladly, I'll see you in court.
You'll have to deal with my lawyer.
All right, there we go. I'm sharing my screen to you guys now, so you should be able to see it.
Yep.
Good old accordion Spider-Man, making us skip the, Yeah, I've swapped out some of the mods this time.
Oh, no.
Like I said, totally normal playthrough.
Completely normal. Yeah. Did we say this was Spider-Man? We meant this was
Oh, my
Sailor
God.
Moon.
No shenanigans whatsoever.
None whatsoever.
Let me make sure that the ray tracing's turned off, because that seems to, like, fuck everything up. Yeah, it's off.
Excellent.
All right, let us continue. Oh, yeah, that's right. Last time we were playing as Dante. I forgot.
What kind of trouble Shocker's into this time?
Nice. God fucking damn it.
What? Aren't you in the mood for pizza?
I had chicken tetrazzini not that long ago, so unfortunately I'm stuffed. I would love to go for some pizza right about now.
Attention units, there is a reported narcotic sale in progress.
Okay, I am trying to get this,
What you probably didn't hear, but my
this
sources
backpack.
confirm, is that the perpetrators were wearing masks.
There we go.
Horrible demonic faces. Yet another example of the explosion in mass criminals since Spider-Man came on the scene. Let's hear your thoughts.
But yeah, I could definitely go for some pizza, you know, like extra cheese, mushrooms, garlic, you know.
Mushroom? Really?
I love mushrooms, what can I say?
Here's a little lesson in the English language.
Well, then again, I already had my pizza. It had bacon on there.
I know all I need to about Spider-Man.
Well, you see, JKR here is what we call a pescamentarian.
A pescatarian.
So he does not partake in good food like bacon.
I know.
Well, fuck you too.
But he does steam a good ham, I will say that.
I appreciate that. It was my first time doing it, too.
I've been getting into steaming hams myself, and I think I've gotten pretty good at it.
Nice.
Or at least I like to think so.
Yeah. But yeah, one major thing I forgot to mention about how I like my pizza, I like it very deep. You know, deep dish,
Oh, you like it deep? You like it deep, huh? You like it nice and deep, huh?
Pretty
Nice.
much, you're going Chicago deep dish, huh?
Is there any
Well,
other
he's from Chicago, so.
Yeah, technically. We are the inventors of deep dish pizza.
Which is not pizza, it's a fucking casserole.
Love
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm dropping frames like crazy tonight, but it should be good in the VOD. On YouTube, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe, is something going on Twitch this week? Like, is there some major Twitch event going on this week? Because usually that's when servers get overloaded.
I would not know.
Yeah.
I don't keep up with, I barely keep up with the streamers I follow. I'm terrible at watching streams. Like, Clouds are some of the only ones I'm able to actually, like, tune into and not zone out. Because, like, I've got really bad ADHD.
Yeah.
the Daily Bugle. Always a great.
And I don't mean that as, like, an insult towards streamers. It's a me problem.
No, yeah, totally. You know, I've got a similar issue. Like, I've got ADHD, pretty bad as well. Like, my late father had it, and my mom's got it too. So I got double whammied.
You got double shrunkled.
Basically, yes.
Yeah, by the way, if you haven't seen that, look up Double Shrunkled. It's a new short comedy sketch from Neil Cicierega. Where it's about his roommate who got shrunk by a witch. And then after he gets shrunk again. So he is now double shrunkled.
Jeez.
Don't you guys watch horror movies? Splitting up is always a bad idea.
He has a point, though.
I mean,
Yeah, that's very true.
yeah.
Splitting up got any horror movie protagonists killed.
Mm-hmm.
Take it from me. I just wrote a I say just, not meaning like as in right now, just as in, you know, downplaying my contributions. But I only wrote a 12-page essay on the history and evolution of the horror movie genre.
Oh, nice.
Back in fucking 12th grade, I think.
Oh, wow.
It was my thesis paper, and I had to like actually read books and stuff.
Oh, jeez.
And it was like the most fun I've ever had writing a paper. Because we got to choose whatever topic we wanted, as long as we made a persuasive argument as our core thesis. And mine was
Yeah.
Mine was that horror movies have gotten way more graphic, but proportionally to the increase in graphic content over the decades, they've gotten less scary.
Yeah, I don't watch a lot of horror films, but I will agree.
But you
on
watch
that
Svengoolie!
I watch Svengoolie, but yeah, it's like the horror films that he shows, I love those, but like aside from, unfortunately, like the horror movies I would love to watch, I don't have a lot of like slasher films, unfortunately, but like one in particular, I got Nightmare on Elm Street 1 and 2, but I've only seen 1. I've not seen 2 yet.
Nightmare on Elm Street 1 is an absolute classic, and it's actually way different from a lot of the later Nightmare on Elm Streets in that Freddy's not played as a comedic, like, prankster character.
Yeah, like he's
like
actually
he's played as a genuine menace.
Right.
Nightmare on Elm Street 2 I haven't seen, but it had a very mixed reception when it came out, but over the decades it's become recognized as like a classic LGBT film. Completely unintentionally.
Oh, wow.
Because like there's a lot of homoerotic subtext in it.
Oh, jeez.
And then Nightmare on Elm Street 3 is considered like the pinnacle of the series. Also, I love that we live in a world where Saw 10 got a better rating than a new Exorcist movie.
I have yet to actually see a single Saw movie. See? Saw?
I'd say
very
if,
funny. Only thing I've almost caused the Deadbeat series for it.
Here's your stuff.
I'd say with Saw, you're better off stopping at Saw 3, because that's very clearly where they intended to end it.
Yeah.
And it just kept on going because, hey, it's making tons of money and it's cheap to produce.
Right.
As is the usual MO in Hollywood.
Yep.
I forgot to turn off the fucking taps. Oh no.
Oops.
Let me change that, because that's I'm terrible at tapping. I'm a guitarist, I'm terrible at tapping. That should tell you a lot of stuff.
There you go.
What type of goofy-ass mod is this? Oh, just you wait. Just you wait, Link. You never know what's in store when I'm involved. Anyways, enough of Dante, because we already had that last time. Who we gonna play as this time? You know what? If we're gonna fight Shocker, I think this calls for Rainbow Mika.
Oh my goodness.
This fight's going viral.
Fun fact, if you use the Rainbow Mika mod and you try and crawl through air vents, you can't see where you're going. Because her massive badonkadonk covers your view.
Yeah.
She's too thick for you to see where you're going. And to think this is a more modest outfit than what she wore in her first appearance.
Oh, jeez.
Of course.
Also, hate your Brian.
She kind of disappeared for a while in between. I think it was Street Fighter Alpha 2 or 3. I can't remember. I'm not a Street Fighter fan. She was in one of the Alpha games, then she disappeared for a couple decades and came back in Street Fighter 5. And they changed her outfit in Street Fighter 5 because in Alpha whatever fucking one it was that she appeared in, she was wearing pasties instead of a proper top.
Oh, jeez.
Hi, Herman.
Seriously?
Seriously, I'm being chased by a dummy thick wrestler? Normally, I would want this, but not in this case.
Nope.
Not when I'm fleeing from the police.
Yeah, that doesn't quite sound smart.
Nah. What could possibly go wrong?
Actually, I don't.
Famous last words.
By the way, I've got, for people just tuning in, I've got some new redeems set up, so have fun with those.
Come on, Herman. Please talk to me so we can make it interesting. Herman? Gotcha.
Well, Shocker isn't much for scintillating conversation.
I mean, he's not much for scintillating anything. He's Shocker.
True.
Honestly, Herman,
Like, I've seen a lot of people say, like, hey, they should put Shocker in the next, Tom Holland Spider-Man movie, and I'm like, you really want an MCU version of Shocker? My God, a shotgun!
or for someone. You can
Target
Oops.
human.
You broke it.
Punch it out of you later.
Target human. Mission destroy. My God, you're a robot. My God, you're a robot. My God, you're a robot. My God, you're a robot.
I wish I understood what that was referencing.
That's actually from Police Academy.
I haven't seen Police Academy.
I've only seen like maybe one. I think I saw the first one. I haven't seen the other. Want to see more?
I mean, you've got like 6 other ones that you need to watch after that, apparently.
Yeah.
Like, out of all the comedy movie series to get so many entries, why Police Academy? And not Spaceballs.
Gave us a human soundboard.
True, and he appeared in Spaceballs.
Yes, I want
Yes, he
to
did.
pet the
But
kitty.
your suit is
Pet,
awesome.
pet,
Can we talk
pet.
design details?
And he
I
was
wonder
great
what
in that.
kitty. I wonder what kitty. The person that redeemed that wants to pet. Given that we're looking at Rainbow Mika. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Good work, Spider-Man. Did you learn anything about his motive?
Also, correction on something I said last time I streamed this. Yuri Watanabe in the comics is not.
No, she's not Silk. She's not.
She's
Silk.
not Silk. She's another character called Wraith.
That might be the nicest
Yeah,
thing you've
okay.
ever said to me.
Yeah, and the DLC featuring her really leans heavily into that.
Maybe now's a good time to look into that mask. Oh, it's MJ.
Smile, my dear.
Hey, MJ.
You know you never fully dress for that one.
On the news. Looks like
I mean, you say this while we're swinging around as a half-naked woman.
He was unusually bad. Anyway, thanks again. for
Hey,
the-
I'm nothing if not timely.
How about a face?
Okay. What else do we have on offer tonight? Well, I haven't gotten these suits yet, so I can't see. You know what? I say this calls for Pepsi Man.
Have that mask from the gallery?
One of my favorite obscure bits of trivia is that the dude from the Pepsi Man video game is also one. He's not Billy Mays, but he's
Pepsi
also one of the first victims we see in the first Saw movie.
Oh, jeez.
Like the dude, you know, the Pepsi for TV game guy.
In his office.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
He's in the first Saw. Like, that is one of my favorite weird connections, along with the hitchhiker from the Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Oops,
being the voice
you
of
broke
Dr.
it.
Eggman in the Sonic OVA. And also being the suit actor for Lord Zed.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry to bother you, Mr. Lee.
Oh, goodness.
Mary Jane, she's a reporter. She's doing a story on.
Also, fun fact, Power Rangers is over. I didn't know this was supposed to be the final season.
And I know you have a degree.
And this might be the first time
Damn.
I actually get to use it.
Like, apparently the plan is like, oh, Power Rangers isn't appealing to kids anymore, so we're gonna end the kid-focused series, wait a year or two, and then reboot it for young adults like Riverdale.
Of an antique
Oh,
trade Aquaman.
jeez.
I haven't seen one in years.
Okay,
The symbol here roughly translates to demon.
I don't even have words for it.
Yeah,
It also doesn't help that the current showrunner, as good as he was at tying in the new series to like past series lore-wise, he sees its tokusatsu roots as a hindrance rather than, a core part of the series identity.
That mask,
That's stupid.
it could be connected to demon.
So, like, what the current showrunner wants to do is, like, move it away from Super Sentai entirely and make it more, like, American superhero aesthetic.
I mean,
The-
yeah.
Take the risk.
Yeah, no, just personally, I may or may not give it a chance. Really depends on how the reviews.
I'll
come
give it
off.
a chance, because I've been surprised before with the 2017 Power Rangers movie. That had no right being as good as it was.
It really.
Yeah, I've never actually seen it. I've seen clips of it, but that's as much as I've seen it because everyone and their mother I knew back in the day kept saying, "Oh no, it's a disgrace to the Power Rangers name and franchise." I'm
Like, it's
okay.
not, it's obviously not like a good Power Rangers movie. It's Power Rangers in
No,
name
it's
only,
not.
basically. But it's a decent enough, like, team-up superhero movie that doesn't come from either Marvel or DC.
I mean, it's not that bad, but for me, it's more just
It's not your thing, basically.
The whole thing with Trini just felt so artificial.
Yeah. That's actually how I felt about what they did with Billy, because they hyped up like, oh, we're going to make Billy autistic, and so we can like have some autistic representation, show how progressive we are, and
that's so cool.
And like the autistic representation amounts to Billy just mentioning shoehorned into a sentence, "I'm on the spectrum," in a throwaway bit of dialogue.
That's disrespectful right then and there.
Awful.
Also, it's a crime what they did to Goldar. Like, you take a character famous for his voice and you make him silent. You just make him Rita's Megazord.
You guys don't look like locksmiths.
No, it's not Spider-Man, it's Pepsi Man. Get it right, guys.
There used to be a tie-in mod with this that I don't think is on Mods Nexus anymore, where like it paired with this one where it changed your web balls into Pepsi cans.
Oh, it's just a
Oh my goodness.
Don't worry, I'll make sure she's careful.
Please tell me you two are back together.
And I'm sorry, that's not Rita. Yeah, it's not Rita because she's actually, proactive. She actually does shit.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't grow up with the Mighty Morphin stuff. I grew up with In Space and afterwards. Although I didn't watch much of the Disney era. Like, most I got into the Disney era was... Most of what I got into the Disney era was, what was it called? Wild Force. Which is, like, the transition between early Saban and Disney.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah,
because the buyout happened like right in the middle.
Yeah, I did not care for Ninja Storm whatsoever. I just found it boring.
I watched a little bit of Ninja Storm, but that was like right at the age where I was like starting to grow out of Power Rangers because I was like, it's stupid and for kids. I only watch adult stuff like Family Guy.
Yeah, I wasn't too keen on the Ninja Storm, but when they had Dino Thunder out and they brought back Jason David Frank as Tommy, that hooked me back in for that season at least.
Yeah, no, that was like for me. What happened was my first exposure to Power Rangers when I was like I think I was like 5 or 6 years old. I saw the Power Rangers movie, the original Power Rangers movie, not the new one, but the original.
Yeah, with good old Ivan Ooze.
Yep, that's what I saw. That was my introduction to it, and kind of fell out of it almost immediately afterwards because it was just something my parents put on the TV for me and my friend to watch.
I don't know if this was a regional thing or not, but like the Fox affiliate channel that Power Rangers aired on in my area, like never showed, as far as Zordon era stuff goes, the only seasons they ever showed were Mighty Morphin seasons 1 through 3 and In Space, and then like obviously the stuff that came afterwards. But they never aired Zeo, and they never aired Turbo. Or at least
not airing Turbo was the right decision.
But like that meant that like during that period where we hadn't gotten Lost Galaxy yet, and In Space had just ended, it would go like back and forth between random episodes of Mighty Morphin seasons 1 through 3, and then the entirety of In Space. So I didn't even know that these shows were supposed to be connected from beginning to end. Because they didn't show it from beginning to end on my local affiliate.
Yeah.
Okay, one problem that the PC version of
good old-fashioned hold-up.
One problem that the PC version of Marvel Spider-Man has is it's not very good at detecting when you're pressing triangle and circle at the same time to do finishers. Like, this problem's not present on the PS5 version. It's just with the PC one.
Oh, wow.
And to answer Link's question in the chat, sorry that I got so sidetracked. Yes, I am going to be doing the DLC after I complete the main campaign. Because I haven't actually played the DLC.
The DLC is pretty darn good.
Like, I played the first chapter of the DLC, but that's it. Back
Oh,
on
the
the
heist. Oh,
original
that's-
PS4 version.
Yeah, the heist was fun.
Yeah, the heist was great. Anything involving Black Cat, I'm in favor of. I've
Yeah.
always liked Black Cat.
Yeah. Then Chapter 2 focused on
Chapter 2's about Hammerhead,
Watanabe.
right?
I'll say this: if you know the Wraith character, it's gonna be a pretty bad chapter.
I'm a
Not
Spider-Man
bad as in,
fan. I'm a Spider-Man fan
No.
who doesn't read Spider-Man comics, so I don't know Wraith.
And that's that. Every crime tower in the city's now repaired.
Like,
Pretty good. Yeah.
Good enough that maybe you'd let a...
Oh no, not Spider Cop.
Spider Cop. There's several mods for Spider Cop suits. I just don't know which one I want to choose. That's why I haven't added
wow.
Spider Cop to the suit lineup
Oh
yet.
my god.
They got the job done.
Fun fact: there's
Spider
a
Cop.
in one of the comics that follows Insomniac Spider-Man in a Spider-Verse scenario. It confirms that there is a Spider Cop in one of the alternate universes.
Coming around.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it's the one that has him teaming up with, like, it's the one that made Spiders-Man a meme, because that was one of the Spider-Men that he teams up with, where instead of, being Peter Parker who was bitten by a spider, he's a colony of spiders who think they're Peter Parker.
Oh, God.
I thought Spider Ham was I thought Spider Ham was jumping the shark.
Hey, Spider-Ham's awesome. It's like, what if a Looney Tunes character was a superhero
Yeah,
and wasn't Duck Dodgers?
right?
I don't know if you would count Duck Dodgers as a superhero, depending on which Duck Dodgers you're talking about.
Well, here's the thing.
Are we talking about the Looney Tunes shorts, or are we talking about Duck Dodgers' show?
I would say the show, because he did become a Green Lantern at one point.
That's news to me, but okay.
Yeah, there was an episode where he becomes a Green Lantern.
Huh. So I'm only familiar with like the Looney Tunes shorts for Duck Dodgers because it's like Duck Dodgers, the 25th
In the 24th and one-half century!
And then he ends up falling down to the ground.
Yep.
Yep.
Dodgers of the 24th and one half century.
Like, the
I'm
Duck
okay.
Dodgers show may have, missed the mark a bit with, like, what the point of the Duck Dodgers shorts were. But at least it gave us, a good childhood crush with, Queen Tyranny.
Well, that's just...
The
And
show,
one
I
of the
think, was
best
a little
cartoon
bit, ahead of its time.
Yeah, it was way ahead of its time. It had one of the best opening themes for any, Warner Brothers show ever. Also, hi, Pikachu. Don't get run over.
I know a friend of mine. She does a pretty darn good Pikachu impression.
Nice.
I have a friend who from my Danganronpa fan dub days, and she's going to be appearing in my reviews as the voice of Ariana, who does. I would guess she does a good Pikachu because the way I've met her was I was doing casting for a fan dub that never came out of Mega Man Legends, and she was going to voice Bon Bon.
Oh, okay.
And I get, like, the reason I say, like, I would guess she does a good Pikachu is because Bon Bon is voiced by Pikachu's voice actress.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and we get to hear Pickle Puss whining and moaning about the whole things with the Scorpion.
You know, one of the, you know, it's pretty, why Pikachu? Why not Pikachu? There's another mod for, like, the city animals that I need to find that I haven't seen for a while, where it replaces the rats and squirrels with the rats from Rat Movie.
You know, we should really get like if you ever manage to pull that off, you should show it to Cringe because he loves squirrels. Like, I've asked him this like multiple occasions. He freaking loves squirrels. I'm like, dude, that's funny because I hate them.
I've seen another one that replaces them with Garfield.
Oh, jeez.
Like a photorealistic Garfield.
Oh, no.
I love how, like, there's so many artists that make, like, oh, what if Garfield were an eldritch monstrosity? And I'm like, the only thing you need to do to make Garfield an eldritch monstrosity is give him realistic cat proportions.
Oh, no. Too late, we already thought about it.
Am I doing the DLC? Yeah, I answered that earlier. I'm dropping a lot of frames tonight, so it might have gotten lost in the shuffle, but I am doing the DLC, because I haven't played it yet. It'll be after the campaign. Okay, so looks like I finally found the combination of PC settings I need to not kill my model tracking, and maybe the fact that I switched to Vignon instead of using 2 different Unity programs at once might have helped. Because 1 Unity program is already pretty GPU intensive. 2 at once is like, you need a good GPU for that, and I have a pretty good one. It's a 3060, but I'm due for an upgrade. Oh, no. Oh, no.
If I get to suffer, you two are suffering with me.
Hey, this is perfect doing science music. Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Feldman. Off of his flop.
Every time I have a group of friends, it feels like I get dragged up. I willingly put myself into these situations. People say, "Hey, you chose to come along with all this."
Ladies and gentlemen, Corey Feldman's hit song "We Wanted Change" off of his ambitious double album "Angelic to the Core." Yeah, I deserve that.
I don't know about you, but I should be the one who deserved it, but unfortunately, it won't hit me.
I added the redeem. This is still inherently my fault. Gotta say, I love how they portrayed Norman in this game. Like, obviously an asshole, but, like, with a good enough public-facing persona that you could believe that people like him.
Yeah.
Those were excused.
By me.
Like, I like, when it comes to characters like Norman, or especially Lex Luthor, I don't like when they're like cartoonish Saturday morning villains.
Service to our country.
Yeah.
These folks will escort you to Oscorp Robotics, where you'll
I hope that
prosthetics.
I hope Norman's done right for a third game.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I'm trying to help you, Otto.
Because second game obviously going to focus a lot on Harry.
Harry, Venom, Kraven.
Yeah.
You always were the smartest guy in the room.
Like, one of the best takes I've seen about, like, a Marvel Spider-Man 3 game,
Hey.
Oh, outfit swap, okay. Yay, it works! I'm using a different program. Which Goblin is Norman? Which Goblin is the Norman? Norman is the original Green Goblin.
This is opportunity.
And he's like the primary Green Goblin. Most incarnations of Green Goblin are a version of Norman Osborn.
Yeah.
There's
There's only one other character that I know of off the top of my head that did take on the Green Goblin mantle, and that was Harry Osborn. That was like only a couple times.
Harry was the Green Goblin for a while during a period where Norman was dead.
Yeah. Like, I know that from like the 90s Spider-Man cartoon, because he took on like the identity of the Green Goblin for like 2 episodes, I think.
I'd look for
That was 2 episodes.
Before
yeah.
they phased out the Green Goblin in favor of the Hobgoblin.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Hobgoblin's being voiced by Mark frickin' Hamill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like, when you got Mark Hamill on your show, especially when you're coming off the original Star Wars trilogy at that point, why would you not make the most of him?
Right.
Norman never listens to Harry. Even tried to kill funding for his research stations.
Norman's Goblin King, Green Goblin was just bad. Yeah, it's... Like, if you want to talk about, like, bad goblins, look up the Demo Goblin from, I think it was the Maximum Carnage storyline. Where it's like
Red Goblin. Ugh.
Yeah, the Demo Goblin, where it's like Hobgoblin if he were a literal demon.
I mean, and then there's that whole Grey Goblin business.
Pete,
hey, I need a favor. My mom's pet project was research stations that could benefit the public. Now, I launched them, but...
You know, I love that while we don't get to see much of Harry Osborn in this game, from his profile picture here, you can tell that he looks like just your average ginger.
As long as I'm here, it's like a part of
Like, he looks like half the people that I went to high school with.
not gonna pay the bills.
Because that high school, for some reason, had a lot of ginger kids and a lot of Mormon kids. And a lot of ginger Mormon kids.
Oh, jeez.
Actually, all the ginger kids except for one were Mormon.
Disturbing and makes me uncomfortable. This is offensive, disturbing, and makes me uncomfortable.
You're welcome.
Like, one of my best friends was a ginger Mormon kid. Before, like, he just kind of disappeared off the face of the earth, apparently.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to him. I've just never seen him since high school, and I lost touch with him. I can't find anything about him.
The idea is to
Oh, wow.
what's the word? Contaminants before they reach toxic levels. Between you and me, I think Oscorp wants this.
It was the same kid that introduced me to Resident Evil and, like, horror movies as a whole.
Carbons in the air is way too high. And rising. If it keeps getting worse, people could die. The particles are concentrating in...
Also, I'm pretty sure I haven't announced this on Twitter.com yet, but I've said this in my server. For those of you that aren't in my server, October 31st, if everything goes according to Keikaku, I'll be doing a Live 2D debut. So,
Nice.
Live 2D debut and another collab with Lulu, where we're going to be doing Try Not to Laugh. No, wait, it's You Laugh, You Lose. And we're both gathering our own playlists of videos to subject each other to. And the loser will have to... whoever ends up laughing the most out of the two of us, maybe 3 if we can get Nico in on it, because he's currently recovering from some stuff.
Wow, jeez.
But if he's fully recovered by then and up for joining for another collab, then we'll have him on too. And whoever ends up laughing the most has to commission a piece of art from the winner. As in, like, of the winner's choice. Any piece of art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of, like, art stuff, I did send a few skep requests out.
2 types of cars.
Ooh, nice.
Smokestack. I better get photos.
Hopefully they get approved.
I'm, like, it's a little bit tricky to find, like, a good time of the day to get in touch with my model artist for my Live 2D model, but they've been keeping me updated on, like, as progress is going, because it's a little bit tricky to find a good time of day because they're in Serbia. And I'm obviously not in Serbia.
Mine was... The one that did the art and rigging for mine was from the UK.
Environmental protection will take it from
I don't even know what time zone Serbia is. It was that, like, Central European? I don't know. I don't know geography. I'm no geographist.
The public health crisis.
Yep, neither do I.
I did come in third place in a geography bee at my middle school, but that was because everyone else didn't study, and I was the only one who did.
Nah. So you won by default, basically.
No, I came in third place.
Oh, that's still you. I mean, still you technically did better than everybody else, though.
What did you get out
Yeah, I was the last 6th grader to get eliminated. Because it wasn't just like, you know, divided up by grade. It was like representatives from each grade based on the score they got on their, on like a school-wide geography test that we never fucking did again during my time there. It was weird. It's like for the next couple months, we're going to be focusing exclusively on learning the locations and names of every single country in the world. And all for a geography bee that is solely between our own school and has no prize.
Oh, jeez.
Sounds like they've quietly established a power base.
And it will be part of your grade.
A vacuum I created by putting Fisk away. Jameson was right. The demons are my fault.
What were you supposed to do? Let Fisk keep godfathering?
I remember, I actually, like, me being, you know, the actually type I am,
Yeah.
I had to correct, one of the teachers on something they incorrectly, marked as a mistake.
Yeah.
Where the correct answer was Tunisia, and they thought I had written Russia. And it was because they didn't know how to spell Tunisia.
Oh. Yeah, you know, I've actually had... Go ahead, sorry.
We're about to do some private investigating, so let's see who would be good for this.
Okay.
Venom.
No.
I say this is a job for Spooder Man.
Thanks, I
Yes.
hate it.
Yes, I
Oh,
still have this
God.
monstrosity.
Are you okay, ma'am?
Carmen, and I'm fine. It's my husband Rodrigo.
That's her. That is a nightmare right there.
Thank you. Finally, someone who understands my pain.
Rodrigo might be in real trouble. He's scared, but he won't tell me anything.
I can check it out. Any idea when he's meeting her next?
Tonight.
Where you live, there's no middle school. You have one less year than we do.
Don't worry.
Yeah, schooling varies from country to country. The U.S. is the only one that has, like, you know, a 12th grade system plus kindergarten.
Let's see if I can find it.
Yeah. But yeah, you know, for me, it's like when I finally get around to, like when I got some more money coming in and I get around to, you know, setting up my own stream, just for the hell of it. I have a friend in Germany who is a great artist. I love her work. I don't think she does like rigging or anything like that. So it's a case where
you can get your model made and then find a rigger to rig it for you.
That's my thought. That's what I was thinking. It's like, you know, because I would definitely talk to my friend Cherry about it because she is a terrific artist. She's done some really good art for like our D&D campaign, and I love her art. So I would totally, you know, commission her to draw up a model for me, which I have an idea of what to. I just gotta I gotta give her I gotta get the money in because I'm flat broke right now.
Yeah.
The artist I'm going with is, I'm not going to say their name because I don't know how to pronounce it, so I don't want to butcher their name. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if you happen to see this, but they do art and rigging, and they offer like dirt cheap prices because their whole like point of offering art and rigging for cheap prices is to make VTubing with good quality 2D models more accessible.
Nice. Rather
than purely for, you know, building up, you know, charging hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, no. Cherry is
like
similar.
Like I'm
Go
getting
ahead,
I'm getting a half body model done to start with, and then like
Another victim?
while later when I have more stable funds, I'll commission a full body, but it only costs me $45.
The underside of the High Line.
Nice. Yeah, for me, Cherry actually, I think for me, she charged me, like, I remember it was like 20, I think, I had to check her, her thing one again, but she basically didn't charge me that much. It was like maybe less than $50, like between, I think it was like 30, $40.
Like
US,
technically
and
it came out to 51 because I ordered some extra toggles on top of it.
Yeah.
But it's like, you know, $45 for a half body model, plus
Not bad,
rigging.
no. Yeah, that's not bad.
And then $2 for each toggle.
Yeah.
I love that, you know, for this stealthy, you know, tracking down someone's, what kind of trouble someone's husband is into. We're going with the most stealthy appearance.
Yeah, right.
MS Paint Spider-Man. MS Paint Spider-Man from those old Dolan comics.
Carmen.
Just seeing that guy is
Sounded like you knew your husband.
horrendous.
If it's that bad, I can switch it to something less disturbing.
Can we have something less first?
Fine, we'll do this as the emissary from hell.
Excuse me while I go get some bleach for my eyes.
Oh, Japanese Spider-Man? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, it took me forever to find a good Japanese Spider-Man mod for this game, but I finally did. Like, I started watching Japanese Spider-Man, and holy shit, it's awesome! Like, I finally understand why people say that Japanese Spider-Man is the most overpowered Spider-Man.
Yep, I've been ratted out, boys.
You've been ratted out?
Yep.
What do you mean by that?
I hear the sirens.
Oh.
End of the line.
I thought you meant that you were being tracked by the rats. We're rats. We're the rats. We pray at night. We stalk at night. We're the rats.
He's heading for that office building.
No, I was thinking more penguins in Madagascar.
Ah. But yeah, Japanese Spider-Man is great. You can watch the entire series subtitled on the Internet Archive, which is how I'm watching it. This needs to get like a Shout Factory release or something. Because more people need to see Japanese Spider-Man, or Spider-Man, as the fans have come to call him.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Because that's how the theme song says it. Like, even not factoring in the fact that he has a giant transforming spaceship robot, he's still overpowered. Yeah. Just because his spider sense doesn't just, like, extend to, you know, nearby occurrences. It covers the entirety of Japan.
What the hell? Spider-Man?
I can't see, I can't see.
Welcome back. How'd the bleaching go?
I can't see, I can't see.
So it went well then.
Okay, game. Instead of having the car crash to the other car, you just had the car go through the other one. Okay.
I mean, the PC port do be jank at times. Actually, the remaster in general do be jank at times, especially when it comes to, come on.
Come on now.
Like that, for example, where sometimes it just won't give you the QuickTime event for grabbing characters like that. Or a lot of times it'll just get stuck on, like, when you're doing city missions, you know, the random crimes, it'll just get stuck on, like, ones you've completed previously and only give you credit for, like, 1 token when you should have earned 2 or 3.
Hey, Carmen. Your husband.
And that's on the PS5 version, too. It's not just a problem with the PC port. Otherwise, this PC port's great. Nick says, I believe they're called, the team that ported it, they were a great acquisition by Sony.
Know about it. He was just picking up his friend.
I've got a contact on the force. She'll help Rodrigo.
And it's weird that they didn't get Nix's to port The Last of Us and instead got Iron Galaxy, the people that gave us the oh-so-wonderful Batman Arkham Knight PC port.
Oh, jeez.
You know, the one that's only playable now, not because they fixed it, but because hardware's gotten better.
Oh,
so
geez.
you can actually run it at moderate settings without it breaking too much.
Yeah, Arkham Knight in general was a crap game, I'm sorry to say.
Arkham Knight would be the best Batman game of all time if they took out the Batmobile.
Yeah, I mean, here's my
It just
thought
got
about
too big.
Yeah. Like,
And
my
if the
thought
Riddler if the Riddler side quest was like a quarter of the size of what it is.
Definitely that. I will agree there.
I wouldn't even say half, because
Yeah,
that would
the
still be
Riddler
too
thing
much.
Yeah,
Way too much.
I hated doing the Riddler mission.
I gave up on doing the Riddler missions and just looked up the secret ending on YouTube, because it's like,
Same.
this is not worth it.
Same, because the thing is, I spent a lot of time and effort to find all the Riddler trophies, solve all the riddles in Arkham Asylum and in Arkham City. But City was, I swore after City, I'm like, that's it, I'm not doing this again. I will play another Batman game for the Arkham series, but I am not solving any fucking Riddler stuff. Because I hate brain teasers. I'm better with jokes than I am with riddles. What's that tell you?
I mean, you are the
brain.
You are the Jakur, not the Riddler.
Exactly, Arikado.
I mean, here's a riddle for you. Also, another chance to show off a mod if it shows up here. There we go. The glorious flag of Pretoria.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Hold on. Hi, Garfield.
Oh,
Hi, Garfield.
No. Oh no.
No, not him. Anybody but him.
There's two of those fucking things now.
Yeah, Garfield replaces the squirrels, while Pikachu replaces the rats.
That is cursed.
Like I said, photorealistic Garfield. That's all you need to make him cursed. You don't need to, like, add tentacles and stuff to him. You just need to give him the proportions of a cat.
Aren't you glad I asked you on here, Cloud?
I'm giving you plenty of nightmare fuel for later. And think of it this way. I've also got some mods lined up that don't kick in until the very end of the game.
Oh no.
That have been loaded this entire time. You just can't see them yet. Anyway, for the showdown with Shocker, I say it's time to bring out Venom. And also, get some new suits. We're gonna probably need Spider-Bro for this best ability in the game by bar none. We got Carnage, but I don't have enough base tokens for him.
Damn.
This one right here, it should be obvious what it is, but we don't have all the backpacks yet.
I think I know which one.
Ooh,
we got Gwenum. We got Gordon Freeman. Good morning, Gordon. Unfortunately, there's nothing that replaces, like, the MCU suits. You know what? Gray Fox. This is perfect for taking down the Shocker.
Placing the bombastic.
Yeah, replacing the bombastic Bagman of all things.
Herman, long time no see. Hey, I'm no lawyer, but
like there's two kinds of suit mods for Spider-Man. There's ones that replace in-game suits, and then there's ones that add custom suits.
Oops, guess we're stuck in here for a while. Want to play 20 questions?
Bang.
How about we thumb wrestle? Okay, face punch it is.
Ow.
That's got a height.
Helmet made of metal.
Your gauntlets are all digital now, aren't they?
Have it your way. You wanna fight? Let's fight!
Man, can't wait to put you back behind bars so we can talk science. Remember our first fight? Me so young and stupid?
Oh man, I remember.
Stupid. You talk too much. Well, that's a matter of opinion. I mean, okay.
Bang.
Do some real damage.
Okay, so like,
Why are you doing this, Herman?
thoughts about this, because there's been some discourse going on about, like, if Roger Craig Smith were to ever step down as the primary voice of Sonic, who should replace him? And I'm like, I'm all in favor of Yuri Lowenthal voicing Sonic. He'd be perfect.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, I agree.
That'd be fine.
Yeah,
and it was solely based on his performance as Spider-Man that sold me on that.
Yeah, you and I have had this conversation personally, Arikado, and I still agree with you on this. Yuri Lowenthal would be a very fine replacement for Roger Craig Smith if he decided to step down.
And I've also seen people also pushing for Max Middleman, who I'm not too familiar with. But I believe he was Red 13 in the Final Fantasy VII remake.
You know, people don't use banks anymore. You're lucky you found actual cash. If you really want to rob banks, try day trading. It's all the rage.
Now, the real question is, if Mike Pollock ever steps down as Eggman, who would replace him?
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Herman.
I mean, they could go with, obviously, you know, they could go with the Sonic Prime cast. That's always an option, but I don't see them outsourcing it to Canada when part of the reason they go with an LA-based cast is due to, you know, the proximity to Sega's USA studio.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I can't say I'm a fan of half the voices in Sonic Prime, but that's just me.
Devin Mack is a great Sonic, though.
Yeah, I mean, his Sonic voice takes a bit of, you know, getting used to for me, but it's not the worst I've heard. You know,
like the problem with Sonic and Sonic Prime isn't Devin Mack's performance, because that's on point. It's the writing.
Oh yeah.
Like I can't remember his name, but the guy that voices Shadow in Sonic Prime, that is the best Shadow we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I love Kirk Thornton. He's one of the voices of my childhood, thanks to Digimon. But I never liked his Shadow.
Yeah.
He sounds like everyone's impression of Shadow.
Let's see. So apparently on Sonic Prime, Brian Drummond is the voice of Dr. Eggman.
Yeah, I know Brian Drummond voices Eggman because I'm a fan of Brian Drummond. Because you're saying it for the audience, yeah.
Not just that, but for my own.
He's Ocean Vegeta. He's the over 9,000 Vegeta.
Oh, jeez. Okay. Let's see. Shadow
I believe he also
voiced.
I believe he also voiced Venom in Spider-Man Unlimited, if I remember correctly.
Let's see.
I know he voiced Dr. Claw in one of the later Inspector Gadget cartoons.
Yeah, let's see. So here's what we have for Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic Prime. He is voiced by Ian Hanlon.
Okay. All I know is that Shadow's voice actor also voices Big the Cat of all characters.
Yeah, he voices Big the Cat. He also voices the Egg Forcers.
Sorry, Herman.
And of all things, he is also Catfish.
You brought this on yourself. Literally.
I still haven't watched Sonic Prime Season 2. I'm terrible at watching shows.
Yeah, well, John the Cloud on it.
Man,
Let's
he was
see.
scared and desperate. These demons.
You can't escape me! I'll chase you to
Yeah, Spider-Man 2 has the
well.
Spider-Man 2 has the chance to do the funniest fucking thing ever in Spider-Man video game history, and I will be disappointed if they don't do it.
My name is John Dacre.
Oh no.
Oh boy, John Dacre time!
Today,
hallelujah. Sons of men and angels say, hallelujah. Your voice and triumphs fly, hallelujah. Sweet voice and soul.
You want to get back to Mary Jane's pants, but come on, man.
The moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's amore. Whip.
Samore. Bells will ring, ting-a-ling-ling, ting-a-ling-ling, as a bell
bing,
more.
Tay, say, amore. Scrum scream, Mr. Moray. Shines, it's
you're in
love. When you know that you some more.
Me, but you see back in
Monopoly.
That's amore.
That's amore. Good old John Dacre, may he rest in peace. Absolute legend.
Yes. What
And apparently a Chicago native.
Oh, that's funny. I don't know why I never knew that.
Fisk was a maniac, but he loved
But
me.
again, it's like there's a lot of people that I don't know are from Chicago. Actually, funny thing, Richard Newman is actually from Chicago himself. Despite the fact
Nice.
that yeah,
My
despite the fact
God,
that he's
a shotgun!
Like, despite the fact that he is a Canadian voice actor, like, he lives in Canada, but he is originally from here, actually.
So just like how Scott McNeil is technically from Australia.
Yes.
Thanks, Yuri. I'll check it out.
Hello, Black Cat.
Or how Gary Chalk is technically from England.
Yep, and don't forget, first time we got to hear her was being voiced by the absolutely talented Jennifer Hale.
Yep. Who's also Kenyan.
Let me send an officer to meet you there.
Pizza time. I actually met Jennifer Hale twice.
I would love to go to a convention to meet her just once.
God,
yeah,
which mommy would I get her to say a voice line from for me? Would it be Commander Shepard? Would it be Black Cat? Or would it be Bayonetta?
Actually, here's an interesting one. How about Sam from Totally Spies and Black Cat?
She's confirmed that she's not going to be in the Totally Spies reboot they're working on. I hate that.
That's sad.
Yeah.
All because the studio wants to go with non-union voice actors to save money.
Fuck that shit.
As if Totally Spies wasn't already made on a shoestring budget.
Right. Like, I mean, here's the thing. My opinion is this. I don't usually care if, we get, like, a non-union voice actor. Usually, for me, it's, like, only if it sounds good, if their performance actually sounds good. I'm gonna look past the fact that they're non-union, but for like, the actors who played, almost everyone in, the, War for Cybertron trilogy, only a few actually.
Basically everyone except for Jason Marnocha and well, there's some talented voice actors in the War for Cybertron trilogy, like Keith Silverstein, for example. I just don't know what the fuck happened there.
Yeah.
Like, everyone sounds bad in that show, whether they're talented or not.
Like, I do like Jason Marnocha's Megatron to a point, but he slows down every
Well, you
little.
could say that about literally every single line of dialogue in that show.
True, that is true. Yeah.
So that's not a problem exclusive to him in that show.
No,
that's
I
just
know, but
that's a series-wide problem where everyone talks too slow.
Yeah. Like, I wonder if it was like, yeah, we gotta make the audience understands everything we're saying. I'm like, dude, if you just don't, we turn down the damn vote quarters and everything, we should be able to understand you guys just fine.
How's everyone doing? I'm doing good, Psionic X. Today was my
Same
sister's
here.
birthday, so I got to talk to her for the first time in a while.
Oh. Well, happy birthday to your sister.
She just got her driver's license. I can't believe it. I feel so old.
Oh no.
Oh jeez.
Love it.
And this weekend she's going to homecoming with her boyfriend. And I'm like, God damn it, my sister's growing up. I hate it.
Yeah, you know, here's the funny thing. I'm in a similar boat. One of the young scouts that I used to befriend when I was a scout leader for years. Like, I knew his father. His father and I had like a really good friendship. Like, I asked, he drove me around a lot in the past. So
I just noticed that the game capture window is off center slightly. I need to fix that.
Huh. But yeah, so basically I just found out a couple days ago, actually. Like, a few days ago I was thinking about him. I was just like, oh, you know, I know he was I know he was in police academy. He was on, you know, he was actually in the Chicago Police Academy. And he wanted to become a cop. I was like, you know, I really hope I was thinking to myself, I was like, yeah, I really hope he got through that. And I just, like, a couple days later, I saw on Facebook, he actually graduated the police academy, and he's actually on the force now. And I was like, damn, the kid. I was like, I remember when he was like, when I first saw him, like, I saw him. The last time I saw him in person was years ago, and I had seen he had like shot up, like, really, like, because before I left the troop to deal with my own school stuff and everything. He was just a short kid. Like, who followed? Oh.
Let's see.
Alter Antizin? I can't pronounce that.
Oh, it's a bot.
Fuck. Yeah, I got it. I'll deal with it. Damn bots. Yeah.
Anyway, all this wonderful reminiscing about friends and family, while in the background we hear da-da, 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 da-da. Going, what?
Sorry,
just speeding up out of control.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh god. You know, I'm doing this. I am going to fucking read off the banned message just for shits and giggles, because I'm like, in like a bot voice, honestly. I'm like, hello, sorry for bothering you. I want to offer promotion for your channel. Viewers, followers, views, chatbots, etc. The price is lower than any competitor. The quality is guaranteed to be the best. Flexible and convenient. Order management. Oh, jeez, this is not even a good bot.
It's not even a good bot. It's just like, hey, pay to get followers. That's totally not a scam.
Right.
Pay to get a chat bot, as if Stream Elements doesn't give you one for free.
Yeah,
before the food supplies
next time you bots try something like that, try and use proper spelling and proper grammar. At least make it more convincing.
No. You see, the improper spelling and
I would
grammar
also say
makes
this:
people.
if you're looking for like a chatbot to just make things weird and funny, look for Anav and Buttsbot. Those will do.
Those two are just like, what the fuck.
Call me your friendly neighborhood garbage man.
Another bot that I want to look into is Bickery Bot.
Some of the guys I usually fight.
or whatever it's called, the one that lets you have like a text-to-speech pet on screen. Nade's been using it for his streams, and it's hilarious. You know, like what Zentreya has for her chat.
Yeah. Cloud, doesn't Ishra use that for the Raven in her stream?
I think so.
BikuBot, that's what it's called, BikuBot.
Yeah.
I also want to know what chatbot, what bot Harper uses for their for Frog God.
If I spread it evenly, the water currents will take it far and wide.
Like, I'll set, like, if I can get BikuBot set up, which apparently has gotten a little bit harder, because a lot of the documentation on the official developer's YouTube channel is kind of out of date. But, I'll get, like, an Olive, PNG set up to be the chatbot.
Nice.
There's another area I need to hit.
Friendly neighborhood fishman.
Friendly neighborhood vaccine distributor. For this mission.
More barrels.
We're vaccinating the fish.
Oh, wait, friendly neighborhood chemtrail man.
Yes.
He's the friendly neighborhood trash man.
He's putting chemicals in the water that turn the frickin' frogs gay.
Oh my god.
I mean, it makes sense.
I'm glad he's gonna have to pay those families for.
So am I. He's an absolute piece of shit.
I'm the trash man.
I throw trash all over the ring. Then I start eating garbage.
All clear to spray. Come on, fishy fishies. This is good for you.
I should go for some fish
This
right
is
about
why I
now.
never had an aquarium.
When could you not go for some fish? That's part of your diet.
Someone calls this
Hey, like when you're raised on good fish, and you know, and the times that I would used to try and sell it, then yeah, it's
okay. Time to find
it's not just part of my diet; it's part of my personality now.
Cured.
Do a buoy.
All clean. Well, by the standards of the docks.
All right, we have successfully vaccinated the fish.
It'll be tough for Oscorp to argue this station isn't pulling it.
Now the question is, did we trim the fish gay?
Oh god.
No, because that wasn't about vaccines. That was about
water.
Like
yeah,
it was about like specifically it was about runoff from you know, God, what was it? Birth control pills. That's what it was. Arguing that there is runoff from like people that take birth control getting into the water supply, but it has negligible to unrecognizable effects at that low of a level. But he was like, it's feminizing people and frogs. Meanwhile, it's like the study he researched is like about frogs that are able to like change their gender biologically anyway, or change their sex biologically anyway. Like they already could do that. The water supply had nothing to do with it.
Exactly.
Then again, he's an idiot, so
no, he is. There's no question.
Like, is it any surprise that he didn't read the study?
Not really, no.
If you want to see a good podcast that gives a lot of historical context for that absolute cretin, it's a podcast called Behind the Bastards, where every episode is like, a lot of times they have so much to cover that they have to break it up into multiple episodes, but each episode's about like a famously terrible person in history, either modern or recent.
Oh, wow.
And like how they became so terrible, what could possibly lead someone to becoming an Alex Jones or a Scott Adams or a Rush Limbaugh.
Yeah.
Or Basically, today's Joe Rogan in a way.
Yeah, I don't think he's done one on Joe Rogan, but he's done one on like a lot of. He dedicated a single episode to Dave Rubin because Dave Rubin's not interesting enough to cover for more than one episode. Because Dave Rubin's whole thing is just like, he doesn't say anything. He just parrots what's being said to him.
Yeah.
Not to get too polemical here, I just think that if you're going to market yourself as like a place where ideas are free to be expressed, you should have some ideas of your own instead of just being a sponge.
Yeah, no, I totally that. I agree.
But he does have one of the most fun insult impressions you can do, because he has a really doofusy sounding voice. So if you want to just do a bad impression of if you want to say something mean about Dave Rubin, all you have to do is talk like this. Any plans for the weekend? Gonna try and stream. I know that that usually dooms me to get too tired to stream over the weekend, but fuck it, I'm saying it anyway.
Yeah, me, I got a paper I need to write for next week, and then I've also got to start packing for Orlando next
Yeah,
week.
I'm gonna try and head. I'm gonna try and.
I like the sound of that.
Well, I was gonna say I'm gonna try and find the post office, but no, we already discussed this.
No, we've already established. I will just.
My brain is fried.
No,
my brain's still fried from taking too many CBD gummies last night.
Not without a lot of extra paper.
I can't help it. They're delicious.
Find another way.
I wasn't taking them to get high or anything. They're just they're cherry flavored. And cherry flavored stuff is like crack to me. You can easily poison me if you hit it in something cherry flavored.
Oh, gee, that's a great thing to hear.
Like all you need to take me out is to hide some holy water inside of a like cherry flavored slushy.
Fine, give you a cherry flavored slushy. The brain freeze will take you out.
Okay, for investigating, this calls for.
We gotta find something good for investigations.
Yeah, we gotta find something good for investigations. You know what? This calls for. Lady Dimitrescu.
Oh my god. Of course, one of my friends is playing Resident Evil Village right now, too. But yay! All my scab requests have been sent.
I'm doing
yay!
To refrain from knock-knock jokes.
The one that took a little while to get approved to be sent was one to have my model in a bunny girl outfit.
Oh, nice! I'd love to see that.
I don't have anything.
I just love bunny girl outfits in general. That's why I have some very particular favorite Bulma outfits.
And this are just what I need for an upgrade I've been thinking.
Yeah, it's kind of why I got a lot of that particular kind of outfit here. Let's see, we got one for the main girl from Railgun. We got one for Shion from Reincarnate as Slime. I got two from Azure Lane.
The only thing I know about Azure Lane is that didn't they have like that live 2D preview of a new outfit for one of their girls, and it had like the most impressive jiggle physics anyone's ever seen?
I would probably wager it would be St. Louis in her luxurious wheels dress. So yeah,
it was something. It was like a Japanese traditional Japanese styled outfit, and everyone was like talking about the booba jiggle.
Yeah. Let's see, I got Kaede from Danganronpa here.
Oh, nice.
I've got Risa from To Love Ru. Asuna from Blue Archive. And no, we're not talking about the blander than white bread Asuna from Sword Art Online.
Good. Sword Art. If you want to see Sword Art Online but good, just check out .hack. It's what Sword Art Online should have been, and it should have had the ongoing success that Sword Art Online continues to have. But Bandai Namco owns the publishing rights for video games to both series and seems to have decided, you know what, even though .hack is a cult classic with a large dedicated following, Sword Art Online's just as good and it makes more money.
Yeah. Debatable.
I say that's not debatable because .hack manages to have genuinely shocking and emotional moments without resorting to minimizing actual like real life assault stuff.
No, I was talking about the, when I say debatable, I mean the fact is that it's, tells a good story. That's what I'm saying.
Here's the thing: if the writer has already gone on record saying he can't write a female character that's not in love with the main character.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like, dude, you're not supposed to say that.
Nope.
Like the minute
you say that is the minute you lose a lot of people.
Like, I'm someone that enjoys a lot of trashy harem series. My problem is you can't introduce the harem after you've already declared a canon love interest.
Yeah.
And he's apparently too incompetent of a writer to have figured out that the point of a harem is that you don't know which one the protagonist is going to choose. It's like, which one is Kirito going to end up with? The one he married or some of these other girls he met later?
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I just gotta hit the restroom real quick.
Okay. And yes, that's not just an RPD outfit. It's just, I picked the wrong one. I wasn't paying attention. It's straight up Leon's model.
Nice.
You know what? We're doing some police work here, so why not play as a policeman? Look out, here comes the Spider-Man.
Electric web for the win.
A gadget man, huh? You remind me of my son. Started taking apart the TV when he was 5. Now he's unlocking his friends' phones.
Sounds like he could teach me a few things.
Okay. Nothing illegal in plain sight?
Kinda anticlimactic, huh?
At first glance. Let's look closer.
Looking for something specific?
This yard's been here a long time. Bootleggers used to use it back in the day.
Gotcha. Those guys love their hidden rooms.
Check it out. Sound hollow to you? I got a hidden panel, like the one on the door. The conduits lead out the back. Look for another junction box.
Let's see if my mask lenses can pick up the conduits.
You're not wearing a mask, Leon. Unless your face is a mask.
Dun, dun, dun.
And you're not actually Leon S. Kennedy. You're Old Man Jenkins.
Dun, dun, dun.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids and your damn dog. I should have skinned that thing alive while I had the chance. I don't know why I went that dark. I apologize.
Hey, it's Halloween.
No way I could have unlocked this myself.
Hey, I doubt I would have found it.
It's missing an Ada outfit. I wouldn't be surprised if there's an Ada outfit.
Got a big.
An Ada outfit of what?
I mean, I switched to Leon's model. Psionic Hex is a friend of mine who's a big Resident Evil 2 fan. So I'm thinking he wants to see Spider-Man as Ada Wong.
Oh no.
Ooh, yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that does exist. I just haven't downloaded it.
Oof.
Yeah, especially since the DLC, I believe, added the red dress finally.
I should take another look around.
The DLC for Resident Evil 4 Remake, if I remember correctly, it finally gave us the red dress. Hey, Shadow Dragon. You're eating a Subway? That's not nice. You
Yeah.
shouldn't be. You shouldn't be eating an entire underground rail. I say underground railroad as if that's not already a term for a very
the metal
specific
tends to
thing.
wreak havoc on your intestines.
As if that's not a very specific thing in history. No.
Yes.
Pay dirt. Scrape, no door. None I can see anyway.
Great. Be right there.
All right,
I
time
think
to
the term
yoink
you
him
are-
up.
Maybe not.
I think the term you are searching for is underground railway system.
Yes. I'm not a trainologist, okay?
Parts, big honkin' rats.
You're not a
Those
train
armored
doctor.
core. I'm not a trainographist.
Got this one.
That would be my next door neighbor. He does YouTube
I don't
videos
know, I'm
about
not a train doctor.
he does YouTube videos about trains.
Fair enough.
I mean,
Another secret door.
I mean, I
Let me know if you find the jump.
I have not ridden a train in about a month or so, and I just transform these trains into other things, like say a space shuttle or a robot. Who knows?
Or or all three.
Yeah.
An astro train, you could say.
Yes. Nope. Oh, I like that idea. We should trademark that idea.
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm sure no one's gotten to it like 39 years before us.
Right. Nobody could possibly come up with that idea.
Gotta move them to the front door. Gotta be a passageway we're missing. Check out.
But
This might control.
how's Armored Core 6 doing? To answer your question, Siren Kex, haven't played it in a while. Been preoccupied with other stuff.
See if you can find a second junction.
Cloud here finally convinced me to check out Ghost of Tsushima, so that's why I've been playing. And I didn't
Such a good game.
I'm sorry, but I didn't tune into your finale stream last night because I'm so invested in this now that I don't want to spoil myself.
That's
It's like
perfectly fine.
It's like Assassin's Creed if it wasn't ass.
Assassin's Creed, but they actually decided, you know what, we're going to do something in Japan.
Assassin's Creed if it wasn't too chicken shit to give us a game about the samurai. Assassin's Creed if it had characters that are worth caring about that aren't named Ezio Auditore da Firenze.
Outstanding. Think you can help me out?
Yeah,
Or
Ezio,
Edward Kenway.
Prophet. Yeah, those two are the only ones that I really give a shit about.
Like, Connor Kenway is one that I want to care about, but like, one, his voice acting is so flat and monotone that I have trouble believing that he's actually emotionally invested. And two, he's just the biggest fuck up.
He's just such an asshole.
Like, it's not that he's an asshole, it's that, like, everything he does just fucks over his own people. And I get that's the point, but, like, when you're writing a character that's a perpetual fuck-up, that's very difficult to do, and do it well.
Got room to maneuver here. Hang on.
I'm blocked. Anything you can do?
What was that?
Subway, maybe. Let's hustle.
Like, it could have been interesting to show, like, hey, the Templars do have some valid points, and they're not all just, like, cartoonishly evil people. But then they're just like, nah, they actually are, even though we want to portray it as if there's an ideological divide between the two.
Damn. Demons are
That actually has nuances. Like, Unity's biggest problem for me, apart from performance, is that Arno has zero reason to join the Assassins when he was raised by a Templar. And has only known, like, Templar stuff his whole life. So why is he joining the Assassins? Because we can't have a Templar protagonist outside of Assassin's Creed Rogue's whole selling point being you're playing as a Templar.
They were moving fast.
Yeah, you're playing as Shay Cormac.
And it looks like they took the ones they didn't clean out.
Can we talk about how
Achilles has to get around with Cain now?
Can we talk about how stupid it is that they were like, oh, instead of making one game and porting it to all generations of consoles so we can have like our big team work on just one project, it's like, nah, we'll have two completely separate games release on two different generations of hardware and split our workforce, resulting in both not being as good as they should be. Because Unity is dog shit. It's what got me to never buy another Assassin's Creed game until recently.
Stay here.
Like, I went a good, like,
I'll say this.
Almost 10 years without
Syndicate
ever
wasn't
giving
that
it.
bad.
I heard Syndicate's not that bad. But apparently it must be pretty forgettable considering that Ubisoft was like, Odyssey is the first Assassin's Creed game to have a female protagonist. I'm like, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. You had fucking Syndicate.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna say this: is that technically you don't go through the entire story as Evie.
Well, even without that, there's still Assassin's Creed Liberation.
Oh god.
The PS Vita one.
Let's never discuss that.
I'm a little impressed.
The one that Ubisoft seems intent on not letting people play because they're like, oh, we're just gonna patch the PC version so it doesn't launch anymore. And if you want to play it, you have to buy the Assassin's Creed 3 remaster now.
It's not good.
I mean, it's a PS Vita game, so I feel like a lot of its downsides come from being meant for like a handheld scope and then being ported to home consoles. It's like how Peace Walker is not one of the best Metal Gear games in terms of gameplay, because it's meant to be played on the go. It's not meant for you to sit down and marathon it. And its production values are a lot lower because it was meant to be seen on a tiny little 240p screen.
You okay?
I'll get you.
I forgot about Assassin's Creed. Bruh, everyone forgets about the Assassin's Creed PSP game because no one played it. Just like everyone forgets about the Assassin's Creed DS game because no one played it. It was that weird period where it's...
I think the PSP one you were playing as Altair, and the 3DS
yeah, it was,
or DS or whatever, you were playing as Ezio.
Yeah, the PSP one came out like right alongside or right after the original Assassin's Creed. Like, I've been, as a little experiment, I've been going back and playing Assassin's Creed from the beginning, just to see how a lot of its stuff holds up. Holy shit, is Altair a bad protagonist?
He's awful.
He is just unlikable. Like, it's not just that he's an asshole. It's that his voice actor sucks.
Sadly, I'm gonna say this is there's a reason I never play as Male Shepherd in Mass Effect. I'm sorry, Mark Mir. I hate to do this to you, bud, but you just don't do emotion that well.
Like, he does snark better than he does emotional scenes, because he's a comedian first and foremost. Like, if you look at if you look at the stuff he's been in and like the stuff he's currently doing, it's not voice acting; it's improv comedy.
Which one? Altair?
Mark Mir.
Or Mark Mir?
Mark Mir.
Yeah.
Run on time.
Like, Jennifer Hale's an accomplished veteran voice actress, so it makes sense that she would give a stellar performance. Mark Mir is mostly an improv comedian. So it makes sense that he wouldn't nail those emotional moments quite as well.
Yeah, but it's just like, come on, why are you picking somebody from improv comedy or something as emotional.
They were hired. It was made in Canada, so they were hiring like Canadian-based voice actors for the most part.
That and and from what I heard, he had a high-up connection with BioWare.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And is expected to make a full recovery.
I'll give you a connection you probably never expected. Oh God, that is creepy. That dead-eyed stare at Mary Jane. But I'll give you a connection I never.
What kind of virus did you get hit with?
A connection I never thought I would make is that the voice of Rayman, David Gassman, is in like every David Cage game.
No comment.
Like he voices Lucas from Indigo Prophecy. He voices the club owner from Heavy Rain.
I don't have one. I just listen.
I stopped playing. I don't know what else he's done in David Cage's games because after I got partway into Beyond Two Souls, I'm like, this is fucking dog shit. This man does not know how to direct a game. Like he is someone who has failed his way into prestige.
Time to head home and get some sleep.
He wants to think that why is my controller not responding? Why can I not move? Oh, that's why. But I mean, I'd be staring at that too. I'm so glad I turned on the fast travel scenes.
You're looking at freaking Leon Kennedy just standing there on a subway on his phone.
Yeah, right.
I will admit, I love some of the fast travel stuff in this game with showing that one in particular is hilarious.
Yeah,
where it's just like, is that really him?
I love that the remaster, they give you the option to turn on the fast travel scenes, even though they don't need them anymore because it loads so much faster.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, the good old eviction notice.
Yep.
Oh.
See, this is the kind of Peter that I like seeing portrayed in Spider-Man media, is the one who's like facing real life problems of being broke and out of work. And having to rely on like gigs in order to Pikachu, get out of the shot. Pikachu, stop.
Hang on.
Get out of the shot, Pikachu.
64476.
Will I say that David Cage is the M. Night of video games? No, I would say that
Wait, please.
I would say that he's the Tommy Wiseau of video games.
Ooh.
Looks like it should be at the municipal garage.
Given that he's also said to be pretty abusive.
Municipal garage.
Just like Tommy Wiseau.
Not a problem.
Yep.
I don't care if I lose everything else.
Well, or Uwe Boll.
Uwe Boll at least knew when to quit, and nowadays he's not making movies anymore. He's running a German restaurant in Canada.
Research on that drive. Everything I've worked on.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Apparently a pretty good one, too. And the rest of his free time he spends trolling people on Letterboxd.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit.
It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did
You got more
not.
important shit to do.
Oh, hi,
like the rest of his free time he spends like creating sock puppet accounts to inflate his movies' ratings on Letterboxd and to bring down the ratings of movies that beat his at the box office.
Oh, jeez.
That's just plain petty.
Yep.
Of course.
Like, dude, you got more important shit to do.
Stealing garbage.
Like, you run a business now. You should be focusing on your business instead of fighting with people on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
It'd be one thing if it was
Over
like
here.
IMDb, but no, it's Letterboxd. It's not even a respectable website.
Nope.
All right, so for dealing with the trash, I say, for tracing after the trash, I say this is a job for Venom. Animated series Venom.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe there's another way in.
Oh, one of those, I
It's not really
toot my own horn here, but...
I don't break anything, right? Okay, no need to panic.
But
Go ahead.
One of those requests that I had sent in was to have my character dressed as Katsuragi in her shinobi transformation outfit.
I love it. I love it. I need to see it.
Sorry,
I just hope it gets done.
When I get my when I get a redesign of my gender bent model done, I'm going to have an alt outfit based on Murasaki's various outfits, or like a baby bee patterned kimono.
Nice.
Let me see here. You see what's... All right. What's in your
definitely have, like, you know, her shinobi transformation gothic dress. Because, like, you know, all the stuff about her massive honka-donka-badonkas aside, I love her shinobi transformation outfit, because it's such a pretty dress.
Idea which one?
One of the mom and pop joints, I think.
Jerry's?
No, that's uptown.
I mean, original Jerry's.
Oh, right. No, started with an L, I think.
Larry's?
That's on the east side.
Leo's.
Leo's, yeah.
Wait, I think I see the trucks. Thanks, Eddie. Should be some trucks close by.
Well,
nope. Stuff's
go ahead and send you a few things from Murasaki's gallery.
I cannot wait to see it, even though I've probably already seen it. I spent a lot of time looking up Murasaki stuff, because Murasaki is my #1 waifu for laifu.
Eddie, you're my only hope.
Like,
Unfortunately,
like,
I can't ever have #1 with how many characters I friggin' enjoy.
Like, all the stuff, like, putting aside all the stuff about, like, you know, inherently somewhat sexualized design because it's Senran Kagura, I would date her so hard, then marry the fuck out of her. Like, the best description I've heard of her from a friend of mine who also likes Murasaki is that she's a friend-shaped pillow.
A what pillow?
Friend-shaped.
Hope I'm not too late.
As in, like, someone to cuddle with. Someone to cuddle with.
Ah, okay. There we go.
Thanks, Spider-Man.
You okay?
Yeah, thanks.
And for Valentine's Day, I would have my for a Valentine's Day alt, or like for something like that, I would have a outfit based on Riona's shinobi transformation. You know, the Swan Princess. The Swan Princess outfit.
Wedding dress one.
It's not a wedding dress. It's supposed to be based on Swan Lake, because she's supposed to have a aesthetic based on ballet.
Oh, right. Yeah, because she kind of dances around this shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyone play Neptunia versus Senran Kagura? I haven't played it yet, and I've heard that it's just okay, and I'm like, yeah, that's 99% of the Neptunia series, so that's nothing new.
Looks kind of awesome.
Ooh, the web bombs. I love those things.
Yes.
I think I can make this work.
I love the web bombs and using them in stealth missions.
So what you're saying is you like to sneak up on people and hit them with your white sticky fluid.
No.
You're welcome for that image.
No.
You walked into a cloud.
I mean, JKR, you're definitely one to be saying you walked into it.
I know.
How many times have I caught you talking about pegging?
Shut up.
You're never beating those allegations.
No, that one, bud. You're on your own.
I'm just constantly pushing the boundary of what I can say on Twitch before I get banned, without like going into straight up bannable stuff like well, I'm not even gonna give examples. You know what I'm talking about.
Please don't.
Well, this night isn't quite going as planned. Where am I gonna sleep?
We don't need you in trouble.
Guess I could try MJ's.
I love that, by the way, I love that Project Melody has become, like, one of the most popular streamers on Twitch. And, like, the only thing she's not allowed to do is mention where she does her other streams.
All right. How am I gonna talk my way onto MJ's couch?
But otherwise, like, her personality's allowed to be the same on both sites.
Hi, MJ. Nice. Peter. Any chance I could stay over to... Oh, that's too formal.
Also, Project Melody's just awesome in general. She had the best answer that I've ever seen to like what their thoughts on Berserk are. Well, second best. Best would go to my friend Mistress Dove, who is a huge Berserk fan. It's her comfort series.
Nice.
And she said, like, she went on a whole diatribe in her Berserk for Sega Dreamcast review, where she talked about, like, the importance that the series has to her. And I'm like, that was really moving. And then there's Project Melody, where someone asks her what her thoughts on Berserk are, and she says, difficult fap. All right, if we're gonna visit MJ, we gotta be dressed to the nines. So it's time for Willem Dafoe.
Oh no!
This would only be the second time that Willem Dafoe has stolen that a version of Norman Osborn has stolen Spider-Man's girlfriend.
Yeah, right. Just look at the Grey Goblin business I was talking about.
No, I was talking about the Goblin twins.
That's exactly what I was talking about.
Oh, I love that they retconned that into no, it wasn't actually Gwen Stacy. It was Mysterio pretending to be Gwen Stacy.
Just got published. I think I'll find somewhere else to stay. She's probably busy with work.
I wish Willem Dafoe was my Willem Defriend.
I wish Harry was in town. I could crash with him.
Like, Willem Dafoe's amazing. Like,
yeah.
The best take I've heard about his Green Goblin performance, other than it's really good, is that he's scarier with the mask off.
Hey there, Spider.
Yes.
Long time no see. Miss me? Come to this address. Catch me if you can.
Uh-oh. I think I know that voice.
It was Erica Lindbeck that voiced Black Cat in this game, right? I want to say it was Erica Lindbeck. I want to say it's Erica Lindbeck, but I always get Erica Lindbeck confused with, like, 99 other voice actresses, because I'm terrible at this. Hang on, Willem Dafoe's got to beat up some people.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so for once it was Erica Lindbeck. Yeah, she does a good Black Cat. Like, obviously I'm going to, as someone that grew up with the animated series, I'm going to imagine Jennifer Hale first and foremost.
Yeah.
But, like, holy shit, she's a good Black Cat.
It's not something worse.
Also, one of my favorite bits of trivia about the voice acting in this game is that the reason that Yuri and Spider-Man seem to have so much better natural chemistry than Peter and MJ do is because their voice actors are married in real life.
Whew, that was a workout.
And if you want to go, down that same rabbit,
it's Yuri Lowenthal and Tara Platt, who are married in real life,
and Laura Bailey, who voices MJ. Travis Willingham. So that means that theoretically we could also have some good chemistry between MJ and the Kingpin. If you want that mental image.
I
No,
think someone's
no.
jamming the system.
No, Colonel Mustang and MJ. Think about that.
Could you take a look?
Or if you want to go extremely cursed, Platinum the Trinity and Relius Clover.
I prefer to call it sharing, but
Please no.
Or Blaze the Cat and Knuckles.
I can detect.
No.
Just need to scoot through the financial district and hunt for a
I mean, what's worse? Freaking.
The answer is always Platinum the Trinity and Relius Clover. You cannot get worse than that.
I mean, I was gonna suggest freaking. What is it? Who are they?
I'll check the
Relius Clover. First of all, Relius Clover gives Shao Tucker a serious run for his money for world's worst dad. And second of all, Platinum the Trinity is 3 separate spirits in the body of a loli girl.
Just I am freaking FGO.
Yeah,
3 spirits all in the body of Ilias Field.
Like it's they're called Platinum the Trinity because it's 3 spirits in one. One boy, one little boy, one little girl, and one legendary warrior.
Yeah, I was like, for me, I was gonna suggest the idea of Vexalia de Rolo and Grog from Legend of Vox Machina, or even frickin' what was her second character? Frickin' Jester, and I think Charles Willingham voiced Ford. I think that was Ford. I never watched a lot of Critical Role. I've seen the animated show that's on Prime Video, but
didn't he play in Death Note? No, he wasn't in Death Note, but he was in Full Metal Alchemist, and that's another coupling of them, Hawkeye Riza and Colonel Mustang.
Sweet dreams.
Where like that's an actual ship in the show, and they happened to voice it before they got married.
Riza was voiced by Colleen Klinkenbeard.
Which time? Because remember, there's 2 Full Metal Alchemists.
Let's see here. Let's see.
If it is Colleen Klinkenbeard the whole time, then
it's
I'm
always
just
been
talking out my.
Klinkenbeard.
Okay, then I'm just talking out my ass again. I apologize for spreading misinformation on the internet.
Oh, please. This is nothing compared to some of the worst stuff.
Yep.
Just need to get.
I mean, I've been guilty of spreading misinformation. Only
fun too.
Actually, in person.
Spider-Man, it's
I've done that.
Yeah. Only because, yeah, a friend of mine told me, and I believed him, that, what was his name? Paul McGann, of Doctor Who fame, didn't like the idea that he was going to eventually be replaced as the Doctor. And that's why we didn't get like a new series of Doctor Who after the movie. I'm like, I believed it at that point, but then after years of doing my own research, I was like, wait a second. Like, Paul McGann was actually voicing the Doctor in those Big Finish productions, and came back. Like, he came back to play the Doctor in too. Even if it was for like only for like maybe 1 episode. Actually, not even a full episode, a minisode is what they called it. But yeah.
So I'm guessing that's just one of those like fun facts that the fandom just kind of made up out of nowhere and gets spread around as a fact, even though it's not true.
I don't even know where it originated from. Like, my friend just told me that, and I believed him.
There's been plenty of Sonic ones, like that Sonic's original prototype name was Mr. Needlemouse. No, it wasn't. It was Mr. Hedgehog.
Any more info
Yeah.
on Fisk's Manor?
Yuji Naka, for as much of a criminal as he is, was involved in the creation of Sonic the Hedgehog. And he's like, nah, it was never Mr. Needle Mouse, it was Mr. Hedgehog. And it's like, okay, then where'd the Needle Mouse thing come from? Oh, someone looked at the Japanese writing of Mr. Hedgehog and translated it literally as Mr. Needle Mouse instead of Mr. Hedgehog.
Oh, jeez.
And this has just been a thing that's been going around for decades, to the point where even official Sega promotional materials make reference to Mr. Needle Mouse, as if they don't have records of their own games creations.
Oh, jeez.
Like, Sonic 4 was made under the prototype name Project Needle Mouse, when it technically shouldn't have been.
Right.
Then again, there's a lot of things you could say about Sonic 4 that shouldn't have done, like existing.
Got it.
Oh, the Netflix live action, you meant Willem Dafoe, okay. Yeah, Willem Dafoe was Ryukin, the live action Netflix Death Note.
Yeah.
You were probably the only passable person playing in that movie.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so hard to believe that the guy who made that piece of shit went on to make Kong Skull Island.
Wait, seriously? That was him?
Same director.
Oh, jeez.
And he's tagged to direct the Metal Gear Solid movie that's been in development hell for like over a decade now.
Oh, good lord, no.
Last we heard is that Oscar Isaac was cast to play Solid Snake.
Whatever they're planning to do with those, it's nothing good. Gotta find out what those guns are for.
Like, to give you context for how long it's been, how long this movie's been in production, the first announcement we had about entering pre-production was when Hideo Kojima was still at Konami. Pikachu, get out of here. This is an active battlefield.
I'll show him weak. I'm snoring now.
I mean, is it a burning battlefield? Or no, wait, not. I fucked that up. Burning battleground.
I don't get it.
That's the name of the fight music from Pokemon, the Indigo League, anyway.
Oh, okay. I don't know the names of Pokemon music
Into
tracks.
the drink with him.
He's just you just knocked him out and knocked him into the water. He'll be fine.
Spoofed ID cards.
The body is
fine.
the human body is
fine.
over 70% water, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, it's like when you knock him off the building.
Well, when you knock them off the building, if you look closely, they get attached to the building automatically by a string of web.
Yeah, I always see that, but still.
I'd say it's more like in the Arkham games, where it's like Batman does not kill, and then in Arkham Knight you can non-lethally shoot people with missiles.
Or
you can non-lethally ram them at 120 miles per hour.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there's that. You also put one of the Batmobile's wheels on a guy's face.
Non-lethally, of course.
Right.
Batman does not kill in the Arkhamverse.
No, he does not.
Unless it's Solomon Grundy.
I will not hear this slander.
Batman does not kill, but he does seriously maim people.
Yep.
And he does.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like New York's finest have it from here.
Everything's clear on my end, too. Thanks for restoring the system, Spider-Man. I won't tell anyone you're piggybacking.
But yeah, Willem Dafoe was in the live-action Netflix movie as Ryuk, and it's universally agreed that he was the only good part of that movie.
My selfies from the crime scene.
Honestly, yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm like, I haven't seen Death Note, but I do know that the guy who played L in the Japanese live-action Death Note movies was in the live-action Detroit Metal City movie. And that's awesome. Because Detroit Metal City is seriously underrated. It's basically what if Metalocalypse...
God, graphic calculator. Oh, that makes me feel real old.
It's if you haven't seen Detroit Metal City, it's basically Metalocalypse meets Hannah Montana.
Oh, God.
And it's better than it sounds. Like, it has some fucking amazing death metal in it. But then, like, a lot of the humor is based around the protagonist having to live a double life, moonlighting as the lead singer of a death metal band when he hates death metal.
Oh, jeez.
I meant Spider. Look, Schultz is a career criminal, obviously disturbed.
Team 4-star referenced in Light vs. Cell, yeah.
So I don't expect him to act like a
That's why they put, that was before that movie even came out. So they didn't know what Ryuk was gonna look like yet. So they just put Willem Dafoe's face there. For that one shot.
Yeah, Pickle Puss, keep whining.
Can we talk about how brilliant it is for fucking J. Jonah Jameson to just, like, after he retires from the Daily Bugle, he just becomes Alex Jones?
Well, he has better standards than Jones.
Yeah, he's not all about conspiracy theories unless they involve Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's the only thing he goes conspiracy about. Everything else, not really.
Yeah,
right.
And he's done actual investigative journalism.
Indeed. I mean, he had something that was called the quote-unquote the fact channel.
I mean, like it's easy to forget that J. Jonah Jameson actually does have a background as, like, a respected journalist before he founded the Daily Bugle as a tabloid.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it. I couldn't bring myself to replace Spider-Punk. Spider-Punk's too good. Electrically insulated suit, though, yeah, that's fair game.
We are Venom.
Wait.
Yeah. Hot take, the Venom voice I always associate, because it was the first Venom voice I heard, was not from the animated series or the Venom movie. It was Darren Norris from the PS1 game.
Well, what a wuss.
Spoilers for upcoming episodes of Transformers Armada Bridged. My Sideways voice is based off of Darren Norris's Venom.
Anything look out of place?
Yes, Sideways from Armada. That's funny.
Yeah, I don't know if
She wants me to find something.
I never noticed that before. But yeah, Cloud, if you weren't aware, for a couple of years now, me and JKR have been working on Transformers Armada Bridge series.
Then harvest nearby RFID signals. I'll let Yuri know.
Yep.
I voice Optimus, Starscream, and I will be voicing Sideways.
Alicia's too smart to be putting herself at risk like this.
Yeah.
She must be
Surprisingly
desperate
enough, our head writer, Cringevore, is actually unfortunately, he's only told me this, and I don't know if I think he was just kidding, but I'm taking it as literal as him being serious. He said I was basically our group's freaking Scott McNeil, because I voiced Megatron, Red Alert,
Cyclonus.
Yeah, Cyclonus, and I'm going to be voicing Tidal Wave's inner monologue. Spoilers.
Yuri, you still have Black Cat's suit and equipment in the
At this point, since that casting was made before our current cast lineup, you might as well voice Tidal Wave as well.
I might as well, yeah. It just cuts
But that's not up to me. I'm not the director anymore.
No, that's up to Cringevore.
Like my Sideways, like I'd sold on PS1 Venom as Sideways just because he's already got a very gravelly, bassy voice like that.
Yeah.
We lost funding at the lab.
And like we're going to be
Black Cat.
We're going to be presenting Sideways as, like, not a parody of Sideways, but you know how Sideways' whole thing is, like, he hops between dimensions every time he dies?
Found you.
He is the original Sideways. He has just hopped into the Armada Abridged universe.
I thought we were dinner tonight.
Oh, right.
So he knows how things are going to play out.
It's been a hard day. We lost funding at the lab.
Oh, Peter, I'm sorry.
I also kind of got evicted from my apartment.
Kitty.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Do you want to pet the kitty? Yes, I want to pet the kitty.
Alright,
Pet, pet.
that one piece of art that I think you're going to be excited to see.
Thanks, May.
Yeah.
That just got approved.
Ooh. Love it. I haven't checked my messages yet, because I want to save the surprise for after stream.
No. It's not Discord DM. The
Katsuragi one?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm not surprised that got approved. Like, I don't mean this in an insulting way, but Katsuragi's Shinobi transformation outfit is one of the simpler ones.
I haven't slept since the fist tape.
Like, the Hanzo girls in general don't have very complex Shinobi transformation outfits, so it's not surprising to me that...
the most complex one is Ikaraga.
Yeah, Ikaraga is definitely the most complex one, because it's like a full suit.
Hope May's couch is comfortable.
You know, not counting Daidoji, of course. Where she just fucking turns...
DLC only.
She just turns into,
Miss you.
Jotaro Joestar.
Pretty much.
Jotaro Joestar if she were an even better waifu.
Basically, Jotaro Kujo goes into
Kujo, that's right, not Joestar. Sorry, I've only seen part 1 of JoJo's.
I can't take this.
You can and you will.
I love this version of May.
Soon.
This is the best May.
Yeah, agreed.
You are so much like that.
Also, speaking of Aunt May stuff, you want to know something awesome about one of the Aunt Mays that we've had? I can't remember her name, but the one from the Raimi trilogy has been out there on the picket lines fighting for better working conditions for the Screen Actors Guild.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
She's in her 90s and she's out there doing that.
That is just awesome.
It's some personal business I've been planning for a while.
Also, I love that they went with Mr. Negative as a major villain in this game, because not many people are familiar with Mr. Negative, so it makes the twists about him actually impactful.
Yep.
Like, he's considered, like, what, a D-tier villain, Spider-Man
I already
villain?
see something else coming up, potentially for a third game.
Yeah?
Did. Robbie must be
Anti-Venom
right now.
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, they could do it. A lot of people forget about Anti-Venom. A lot of people forget that there was like this whole decade-long period where they tried to make everyone except for Eddie Brock Venom.
Campaign rally this afternoon?
Yeah.
Like, there was a period where the fucking Scorpion was Venom.
Well, the most successful Venom outside of Eddie Brock was Flash Thompson.
Yeah, Agent Venom.
Yeah.
Of course. See you then.
That one was actually really good.
Yeah, I like the idea of Agent Venom. I haven't read any of his that, but I did like the idea of him.
I don't like the idea of Matt Gargan Venom, because, like, when you get down to it, Matt Gargan's not like mirror reflection rival for Spider-Man like Venom should be. He's a thug.
No,
right.
I think with Mac Venom was the symbiote really wanted to go into darker places with Eddie, eating brains.
Yeah.
Couldn't do that with Eddie, so the symbiote went ahead and found somebody who would be willing to do that. That was Mac.
Who wants to chase pigeons as a malformed Lego minifigure? Look at how long those legs are. That is a stringy boy. That is a gangly man.
Howard, long time no see.
Anyone remember Chameleon in Spider-Man? I remember Chameleon playing I remember Chameleon playing a surprisingly large role in that PC adventure game that Rerez reviewed, where like they got stuck for a while because they couldn't figure out how to spell his last name based solely on audio cues.
Pidge's the only one who found me.
Yeah,
It's like a
For the rest of them.
like it was a puzzle where you have to like fill in the blanks on the page using a cipher, and like you get an audio hint where they say his last name Shmerdyakov, and it's like, how the fuck do you spell that based on audio cue?
Shmerdyakov, oh my god.
Sounds like something I've heard out of like, what'd you say your name was? Shmabulok.
You do that? Oh, thank you. If you have any luck, please give me a call.
Yeah, check out that re-res video sometime. It's about Spider-Man the Sinister Six for PC. Like, it's a bizarrely bad Spider-Man adventure game. Like, it tries to do, like, the LucasArts adventure type stuff, except with, like, a branching storyline based on what dialogue choices you make in 1996, so pretty ambitious. Problem is, the puzzles require following a very specific string of logic that doesn't make sense.
I'm glad when it's over. A truck full of armed demons scares me less than public speaking. But I'm calling about something else.
What's up?
Just got a tip that the demons are moving on the fifth construction.
Which, you know, is a problem with a lot of adventure games, where it's like, the only way to progress is to figure out what logic the developers were using.
Yeah, right.
I'll do a swing by.
Like, probably the worst case for me comes from a Flash adventure game back in the Newgrounds days called No, it wasn't Trapped, it was the sequel, Pursuit. It was part of a trilogy. And, like, there's a part where you need to get some cat food in order to get some kerosene so you can fill up the gas tank in a car that you were previously locked inside of. Don't ask how you get locked inside a car. That's its own bullshit puzzle.
Yeah, right.
I'm not talking about like locked in. I'm not talking about locked in the trunk. I mean locked in the passenger seat.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, like that time you locked yourself in, like your keys out of your car.
No, I mean, like, her boyfriend, the protagonist's boyfriend, locks her inside his car so she won't follow after him as he's investigating this gang that's killed people. But that's not even the most bullshit puzzle in the game. It has to do with the cat food. It's like, okay, where do I get cat food from? Okay, what do cats like to eat? Fish. Where do I find fish? Well, you find fish in water. Where do I find water in the middle of like an urban New York style place? In the sewer. But you find fish in the sewer. But you can't just reach in and grab the fish out of the sewer water, because that's nasty. So what do you need? A fishing rod. But where are you going to get a fishing rod? You have to construct one. Now, what parts do you need for a fishing rod? You need a line, you need a hook, and you need bait. What are we going to use as a line? Well, we found a rope. That'll do for a fishing line. What are we going to use as a hook? Well, we've got a pocket knife. That's a sharp, pointy object. That'll do as a fish hook. What are we going to do for bait? Well, I keep a banana with me at all times in case I get hungry. Fish will obviously eat a fucking banana. So you combine those three together and use them on the sewer puddle to catch a fish to give to the store owner to feed to his cat, the fucking sewer fish, so he can get some kerosene.
Oh, jeez, the leaps in logic here.
Yeah, right.
Or, like, even the first Trap game has its own leaps of logic where, like, a lot of people don't make it past the first room of the game because they can't figure out where the key that you use to get out of the room is. And it follows its own complicated logic, and I'll explain it as quickly as I can, okay?
Okay.
God, I should stream this sometime if it's still working on Newgrounds. Because I know that Newgrounds Flash-based stuff has, like, hit and miss compatibility right now. But it was like you know, I'm not gonna do another story mission. I'm gonna do some side activities, then we'll call it a night. Because I've had a long day. But it's like, okay, you're locked in a room, you have amnesia, you don't know how you got there, you don't know who you are, but you have a wallet on you that has an ID that says that you are a man named Benjamin Grunbaum. And inside the wallet is also a severed finger.
Oh, God. Okay.
You need to find... So, like, you need to somehow know that you need to look around. It's one of those kind of point-and-click flash games where, like, you don't just have, like, what's in front of you to look at. You need to rotate around. And it's like, okay, you rotate around and you see a toilet. There doesn't appear to be anything to do with the toilet. So you're supposed to click on top of the toilet. Not on the toilet itself, but on the top of the lid. To see that there are some matches there. And you get the matches, and you're supposed to know that you're supposed to burn the severed finger to find that there's a key inside it, because it was a fake finger.
Oh,
God.
The Pizza Time music is perfect for this description of insanity.
Yep.
I swear.
Pigeon target acquired.
All right, time to chase pigeons. If only I had a Rolf skin for this. This would be perfect. I don't know why Rolf in particular, but I just feel like it would be perfect.
Hello, Edward.
You think you are going to run away from a son of a shepherd?
The hat... What's that you got there, Rolf? The hat of discipline. Do you live in a
cave?
What is that, Rolf? Is the hat of discipline? Do you live in a cave?
I was watching some of you know what?
Thank you, Rolf.
Since we haven't used her all stream, Sailor Moon.
God.
Nothing like putting my skills to good use.
But I was watching some like Vinny Vinesauce compilations of when he was playing Soul Calibur 6, and one of the custom characters he came across in multiplayer was Rolf with the hat of discipline.
Oh, jeez.
Hey,
what is that, Ralph? He had the discipline. Do you live in a cave?
Now question, what's more powerful? The hat of discipline or the 3-shoe beating?
Hard to say, honestly.
No problem. I'll do the same for any others I find.
Also, for anyone wondering if there's any direct answer to what country Rolf is supposed to be from, I've seen a clip where they were at a convention that Peter Kalamis was at, the man who voiced Rolf.
Hello.
And also voiced Goku at one point.
He's branching out.
But
Gotta try and get ahead.
there was a clip that someone posted of them asking him if he knows what country Rolf is supposed to be from. And he says, yes, but I'm not allowed to disclose that.
Even though AKA Studios is no more, the contract still stands.
I think it's more so just out of, like, personal favor to Danny Antonucci.
Yeah.
I'm actually Facebook friends with Danny Antonucci, and he's, like, apart from retro cartoons, he's really into punk rock music and old cars.
It's a supermax prison full of maniacs.
Because, like, all his feed on Facebook is like, punk rock stuff, like, indie art from, like controversial artists and, like, just, like, artists that like to push buttons, like R. Crumb and stuff like that, and pictures of guitars and pictures of old cars, and occasionally pictures of his custom engraved Apple Pencil that has Vaffanculo written on it. And if you don't know you're Italian, Vaffanculo means fuck your mother.
Cat does enjoy playing games with people. Especially me.
Because Danny Antonucci, in case you couldn't tell from his name, is of Italian descent.
Yep.
And he's gone on record saying that a lot of the mannerisms that Rolf has are based on his grandparents, who were Italian immigrants. Also, I don't know why there's this big mystery in the fandom over what country Rolf is from. They say it in the show.
The old country?
Yes, he's from the old country. It's like how up until recently people didn't know what Arnold from Hey Arnold's last name is, and it's like, yes, we do, because Grandpa's been saying it the whole time. His last name is Shortman. Rango is Italian for spider, so Rango the Blood Edge. God damn it. I love that Ragnar the Blood Edge, from his name alone, sounds like the most edgy character ever, but then you meet him and he's a big dork. Who just puts on a front of being edgy. Like, he's the Grim Reaper. He has slaughtered hundreds in his quest to overthrow the NOL, and he's terrified of ghosts.
Can't just be some confrontation. Hasn't she heard of dating apps? She's up to something.
He's terrified of ghosts, and he constantly gets one-upped by Rachel Alucard.
I guess that's how you roll.
The spectacles of Eros are a blessed gift that he treats as if it were a curse.
Rocket launcher, my guy.
I hate the rocket launcher, guys, honestly. I always have.
That's why one of the upgrades I prioritize is the ability to throw rockets back at them.
Yeah, that one's fun.
Non-lethal rockets, by the way. Just throw an RPG back at the throw an RPG back at the guy that shot it at you. What's the worst that could happen?
Right.
Actually, speaking of RPGs, that reminds me of one of my favorite bits of wordplay with Coach Z for the Homestar Runner fans out there. If you haven't played Strong Bad's Cool Game for Attractive People, Episode 2, Strong Baddie of the Free, there's a part where Coach Z is trying to say the word effigy. Because they're talking about building an effigy of the King of Town. And it's like, orphagy, RPG, first-person shooter.
Fucking hell, Coach Z.
My favorite jokes with Coach Z
are they asking for? Pork tenderloin or what?
Beef tenderloin. This is New York.
I'll tune my earpiece to listen for sounds of someone struggling.
Yeah, it's because that'll always work.
I mean, it does work, so you're not wrong.
I am totally correct. The best kind of correct.
Imagine being rescued from a kidnapping by Sailor Moon.
Oh no.
And then realizing, oh shit, this could be very sussy because I'm so keen to remind people that fetishize Sailor Moon characters, they're all like 14.
Yep.
And no, it's not that fucking, oh, go to Japan because the age of consent is 14 there. No, that's not how it works. That's not how it works. Also, they changed the age of consent there to be, I believe, like 16 or 18. They've been doing a lot of stuff to protect children from predators there.
Good.
Thanks, big guy.
Yeah, I think they changed a lot of it, especially I think with the whole thing with the Sailor Mercury and Sailor Jupiter as well.
Yeah, like A lot of people like to fetishize them because they're lesbian characters, but I'm like, they don't portray it in a
No,
fetishistic
not
way.
those two. That's Uranus and Neptune you're thinking about.
I haven't seen much of Sailor Moon. I didn't grow up with it. I
No,
didn't
Uranus
watch
and
it because
Neptune
I'm
are
like,
the lesbian characters.
okay, then
Elaborate
Jupiter
on.
Mercury,
There was a lot of scenes in the original series that.
Oh, I think I know what you're specifically referencing. The whole, I think it was like Jupiter having sex and look up one of the skirts or whatever because someone falls over the other or something like that.
Yeah, is that most of the time the series made it in a way that anything embarrassing that would happen to Mercury, Jupiter was there right front, smack dab at center.
Oh, jeez.
The only thing I know, the only things I know about Jupiter are that she shares a voice actor with Mega Man from Mega Man Legends 2. That she also shares a different voice actor with Nine the Phantom and Boruto. I've met both of them in different ways. That my buddy Kier has a massive crush since childhood on Sailor Jupiter.
What do you see?
And that she has the most talent.
Boss wants them dead. Looks like the demons are moving in on Fisk's territory.
Which is what the deep dub changed her line to when it originally said, I should get the role because I have the biggest chest.
Oh, jeez.
That is actually accurate with Sailor Jupiter in lore, is that she is the bustiest of the girls.
She's also pointing to her chest when she says it. So, like, all they did was change what line she says, but she's still pointing to her own chest, but it's like, I'm the one with the most talent here.
Yep.
So, apparently it became like an in-joke in the old Sailor Moon fandom to say talent instead of chest size.
Oh,
yeah.
I say apparently because, again, didn't grow up with Sailor Moon. I didn't watch it because I'm like, oh, it's a show for girls, so it's icky.
Yeah. Funny thing is, I was the same way with Powerpuff Girls, actually, until, like...
Okay, Powerpuff Girls I was into because, like, it was awesome. And Sailor Moon is awesome, too. I'm just now realizing that from, like, watching it now. Obviously, I can't find the Deke dub in any reputable places, because it's not officially distributed anymore, but the new dub is really good. It's nice to hear, I believe it's, Stephanie Shea is, who voices, Usagi in the new dub? Is it Stephanie Shea, or is it, no, it's not Christine Cavanos. That's, Monica. It's Stephanie Shea. I'm betting on it. Anyway, it's nice to hear Stephanie Shea in a role that's not like Moe Blob Shy Girl. As much as I love my Moe Blob Shy Girls, you know, I'm a Murasaki fan. It's nice to hear Stephanie Shea get to play someone outside of her usual typecasting.
Yeah, she did that's right, Stephanie Shea was Sailor Moon for the new dub.
Okay, I'm glad I was right about that one, at least. Because I've said so many things wrong in these streams.
You don't need to kill us, too.
It shows that she's got some really good range outside of, you know, just using her Hinata voice for a lot of the characters she gets cast as.
Yeah, oh, wow. She did a different name for Girls Bravo.
If you're a fan of Dangan...
Oh my goodness.
She was also, and because she was Orihime, that also fits into a Devil May Cry fandom joke, where Johnny Young Bosch and Stephanie Shea are, like, typecast as lovers. Because she plays Kyrie, and Johnny Young Bosch plays Nero.
Jumpsuit. Slim.
Stay out of my business.
Yeah, she was also Erika in Erika 7.
And in one of my favorite roles she's done, she was Mikan from Danganronpa 2.
Oh God, her. Oh Lord.
I love her. I don't like Mikan the character. I like the performance because she's just so unhinged.
Is that she was funny at first, and then she became really over the top.
Like, I haven't seen the Danganronpa 3 anime, and from what I've been told, I'm not missing much.
Nope. No, you're not.
Well, I got their attention.
But, I love how she plays, Mikan in Danganronpa 2. Also, speaking of Danganronpa voice cast members, I think it really speaks to Wendy Lee's talent that she can use basically the same voice for both Miu and Akane back-to-back and still sound different. Just due to how she delivers her lines rather than trying to change her voice entirely.
Oh god, she was Tharja for Fire Emblem Awakening.
Stephanie Shea?
Yeah.
Nice. I know a lot. I haven't played a single Fire Emblem game, but I know a lot of people like Tharja.
Basically, the whole meme with the goth girlfriend.
Yeah. That's why I was surprised that she didn't play Murasaki in Shinobi Master's dub. Because Murasaki seems like a character that would be perfect for her.
That's expensive, and the company didn't want to pay for expensive.
Yeah. But, I mean, I haven't seen the, I haven't even seen Shinobi Master. But, like, they got the voice of Senko the helpful fox to voice Murasaki. And I'm like, okay, I know that's gonna be an adorable voice for an adorable character. That also brings up one of my favorite points where it's like Funimation thought that Interspecies Reviewers was too obscene for them to actually dub and distribute, but they did Valkyrie Drive Mermaid like a year or two before, and that's just like that's not even borderline. It's just straight porn. Well, not straight porn, but not straight porn, but like they were okay with that, with an all-female cast.
Not jeez.
But interspecies reviewers is where they draw the line.
You okay?
Yeah.
And they did both Senran Kagura dubs. Which, you know, that's a series where the games don't get dubbed because of they don't, because they're like, what voice actors are going to want to voice these kind of audio cues and have that on their resume. I say that as a Senran Kagura fan.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, the fact that we've had 2 dubs of the anime says that there are people out there willing to do it, but for an entire video game is like a different issue. Because there is a lot of dialogue in Senran Kagura games.
Fisk, your men are
like Senran Kagura, it's one of those series where, like, I could go on about it for hours, and I probably will after this is over. But it's one of those series where it's like you check it out because you think, oh, boobs, and then you're like, oh, this actually has lovable characters and an engaging plot line. What the fuck?
Yep.
Like, how dare you
some of them do tend to go into the fan service route for obvious reasons.
Yeah, like, Riona is probably the most blatant of all of them, in my opinion. Apart from Katsuragi.
I'd say just as blatant as Emu with her thing with Miyabi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello again.
Meanwhile, my girl Murasaki almost never gets actual fan service scenes in Senran Kagura, and I kind of like that.
Well, her personality, I don't think that you could see those.
Like, I don't think it's in her personality to do, like, the most I could see her being is, like, you know, an Orihime-type innocent fan service girl where it's like, she doesn't want to be fan servicey, it's just she ends up in predicaments, like shenanigans occur.
Just like Mikan in the Danganronpa 2.
Yeah, like Mikan. But without the really bad implications of what comes with Mikan.
Yeah.
But, like, part of why I don't like Mikon as a character is that they imply she suffered a lot of abuse and they still treat her as a fan service character.
Yeah.
Same
goes with Akane.
Yeah. Yeah, Danganronpa, it does have some... Later Danganronpa games do have some issues with their female characters. I am a Miu stan, and I hate what happened to her.
Things with the demons got complicated. Sit tight, Yuri. I got
Because, like, there's a surprising amount of depth to her once you get past all of her, like, horny on main dialogue. They just never explore it.
Which one, Mew or who?
Mew.
Yeah, her. Oh, God, yeah.
Like, everyone remembers her as the character that's always horny, but, like, if you actually do her side stuff, she's got, like, some surprising depth that the game just chooses not to explore.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there's also the hotel scene with her.
The hotel scene with her is like, okay, this has sold me on her being one of my favorite female characters, because I can kind of relate to that. Without going into too much personal detail. Being someone with divorced parents.
Oh, yeah.
Even though her thing's not about divorce, but, you know, still somewhat relatable.
Yeah.
Her thing's more about, like, I want to have a kid to keep us together.
Oh, jeez.
Which implies that she got that idea from her parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically she has abandonment issues.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is great character stuff that we just don't see explored, and I hate that. And then she just like, and then like, I hate what the story does to her.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like, it's become a running gag with my former Danganronpa fan friends that like I have the worst taste in like Danganronpa waifus that are actually going to like survive. Because all the characters I declare as my Danganronpa waifus either end up dying or being killers.
one engine down.
Like, I was lured into liking Mikon at first by my cousin because she told me, like, oh, she's a cute, shy girl, and I know you like those.
Oh, jeez.
I'm like,
oh, God, yeah.
Palindrome, how dare you?
This is the plan.
And then I end up liking Akane better anyway. Because
yeah, Akane's more fun.
Because like, if there's something I like other than cute shy girls, it's a girl who can kick my ass. And a girl that
also
like
she's a gymnast.
Yeah, and a girl that I could like see myself exercising with. Like someone to have as a good exercise partner. I feel like Akane would be that.
Yeah.
My favorite part about her being a gymnast is that she's not even into gymnastics. She's just really good at parkour.
These masks are so awesome.
Yep.
Like she doesn't train to be a gymnast. She just is really good at running away from people. Because of growing up in a shady part of town.
I caught the bad guys, but
what?
You ever seen that Blaze Blue 2008?
Coach actually told her, yeah, this is probably your best chance to do something to help your family out.
Yeah.
Hey, fanboy.
This was actually the first piece of media I saw Miles Morales in. Because I didn't read Ultimate Spider-Man past, like, the initial few issues in the early 2000s when Ultimate Spider-Man was first starting. And I didn't watch Into the Spider-Verse until, like, a week ago.
Oh, wow.
So this was my proper introduction to Miles.
MJ, Did they start the ceremony yet?
I didn't
Like, I knew
get to read
of-
the Ultimate Spider-Man comics because I never really had comics when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that I didn't know who Miles was. I was aware of him. It's just I hadn't, like, seen anything he was in.
For me, it was a case of I didn't hear about Miles Morales during his. What happened was I can't remember. I think it was I want to say it was Amazing Spider-Man 2. It was the one with Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Yeah, but it was either 1 or 2. I don't remember exactly which one. I just remember that.
Was it the shit one or the good one?
Well, that's the thing. I don't remember which one. I think
was it
might
the
have
one
been
that
2.
had too many villains, or was it the one that just had the lizard?
I think it must have been 2, because basically what I just don't remember the. I don't remember the movie. I just know it was a Spider-Man movie. It was one of those 2. But basically, I happened to see a comic that they were handing out at the movie theater for something that had to do with Miles Morales, and I was like, when did I was looking at that, like, when did Spider-Man go black? I was like, that's what I was thinking. Because I'm like, I've been completely out of the loop. I was like, when did this happen?
I mean, I don't blame you for being out of the loop, because Spider-Man comics have just been kind of shit for over a decade now.
Yeah.
Outside, okay, so it's gotten, I will be fair, it's gotten to the point where there are good Spider-Man stories going on in the modern day. They're just not ones that focus on Peter. Miles gets the best stories. Because they don't want to let Peter be an adult.
One thing to rob an armored truck.
Right.
It's another to put lives at risk. I need to stop the demons.
They just cannot let Peter move on with his life.
Nope.
Yeah. Like,
The most that they did was the whole thing with the Superior Spider-Man run and him having to pick up the pieces after that, but that's about it.
Like, when you think about it, like, a lot of this traces back to One More Day, of course.
Yeah.
The entire point of One More Day was to break up Peter and MJ, but not by divorcing them, because they thought that divorce would be too traumatic for readers.
Oh, please, this is even worse.
So selling your marriage to the devil is less traumatic than divorce.
Yeah, I honestly, I can understand the idea of them saying too traumatic. I'm like, I can understand that, but
I am a child of divorce, and it's not like, obviously, you know, your experience varies from person to person. There was some traumatic stuff involved with it, but like, it would have been actually better in the long run to, if they had to break up Peter and MJ, like absolutely had to do it by divorce, just to show like what that is like in a mature sense to readers. I
agree. It's just, for me, it was like, growing up, especially like in 2009, like, this happened, like, I was a teenager at this point, but I swear I was always worried that whenever my parents, they were on the verge of divorce. But this actually came to a head in 2009. I remember that because my late father was teaching at one of the universities, like I think it was like a high algebra. It was either no, it wasn't algebra. Whatever it was like, my dad was a math professor. So he was teaching some sort of form of advanced math that I was completely clueless about. And while he, like, in the classroom, I sat in actually on one of his classes, and I was like, you know, in the classroom, he seemed like he understood what he was talking about, and he seemed pretty, you know, high spirits. But at home, different story. He was so always so aggravated about something or other that what I didn't know was that he was dealing with his early onset Alzheimer's. But he was so worried about losing his intelligence because he didn't know what Alzheimer's was. He knew of it. He just assumed that it meant that he was gonna lose his intelligence. But my mom actually told me that during that period of time, she was actually considering divorcing him, and that was a traumatic thing for me. But, you know, thankfully, you know, she didn't when she found out that he was dealing with dementia instead. I'm like, oh, you know, well, what a way to keep the marriage together. But yeah, it's just so that's why I'm saying it's like I can understand. Like divorce would have been a little, you know, too mature for some readers, and it's definitely been a little too mature for me. But
it was too mature for Spider-Man, but it wasn't too mature for fucking season 1 of Digimon.
Yeah,
and season 4 of Digimon.
No, agree.
Oh yeah, Matt, TK.
Matt and TK, and then later my boys Koji and Koichi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you told 12-year-old me one day dudes...
The Koji and Koichi situation was even worse because they didn't even know that that their parents were divorced. They were like Koji's we don't know all that much about like how Koichi was brought up, but we do know that Koji was brought up being told that his mother died.
Yeah.
When in actuality his parents had just divorced and taken one kid each.
Right.
Like, imagine how bad that must have been. How awkward, like, they don't delve into this, obviously, because it's season 4 of Digimon. It doesn't, it's pretty lighthearted, compared to what came immediately before.
Right.
But, like, imagine what the talk must have been like when Koji got home to the human world and talked with his dad and his stepmom again. He's like, hey, Dad, I found out that Mom's alive and she's been alive this whole time. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like, it's unfortunate that Toei seems reluctant to do anything to acknowledge Digimon Frontier, because, like, it's got one of the best human casts in terms of, like, building all of them having, like, interactions and relationships with each other due to the lack of partner Digimon.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that they don't seem to want to revisit that because it wasn't well received when it came out.
The only thing, and I will say this, I do not know, the newest Digimon series. Also, Arikado, I don't know if I corrected you. When I looked on Funimation's streaming service, I found out that the new Digimon Adventure series is not dubbed in English. It's just the Japanese is, it's only in Japanese on the... I don't remember if I told you.
Yeah, it is available dubbed, but not on Funimation.
There's the stage.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you and I talked about it. I couldn't remember.
Like, they shadow dropped the dub on fucking Microsoft, of all things.
Fine, honey. Okay. But yeah, so from what I understand is, and I saw this clip, but apparently they used Calamarimon's lower half as like some sort of monster of the episode or whatever for like the new Digimon series. But that's all I know. I only know that they used like her lower half, not the upper half. They cut off the humanoid form.
I'm going to end here because I want to keep viewers on the edge of their seats and not have like an abrupt tonal shift for what's about to happen. I am cruel like that, but I am also benevolent. I'm like, it's almost like I'm a sadomasochist or something. Don't quote me on that. Please do not. I have no experience with that, but I can understand some of the mindset. But that's a discussion for later. But I will end off by saying one thing, which is the best take on anything from Digimon Frontier that I have ever seen on social media. Toei are idiots for trying to convince us that Kalmaramon is not sexy.
Yes.
They try to convince us that Kalmaramon is ugly. It's like, okay, she's a half-naked mer woman with the lower body of a tentacle monster. How is that not hot?
Right.
In the way they present it, ew.
I mean, the way they present it is different, but the way...
Like, the way they present it is one way, but the way that she's drawn and animated...
Right, that's what makes her,
Like, everyone treats her like she's hideous, but, like, okay, she still looks sexy as fuck.
Yeah, like, I'm not into tentacle stuff, but I
That's
was
not
like,
just me being into tentacles. I promise. I'm not even that big of a Ranamon fan. I prefer Kazemon.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us prefer Kazemon and Zephyrmon.
Yeah.
A lot of people prefer Zephyrmon over Kazemon, and I can't quite understand why.
I mean, I like Kazemon a little bit better than Zephyrmon's hot enough. I like Kazemon better.
Like Kazemon, like she has an ass attack as one of her primary moves. Love tap, or God, I can't remember what it's called in the Japanese version, because in the Japanese version, all of her attack names are in Italian.
Go figure.
Like, all I remember is that the attack that the dub calls Hurricane Wave is called Brezzo Petalo in Japanese. Like, they all have different themings for their attack names other than just their element. Like, Lobomon's attack names in Japanese are German.
Oh, wow.
Like, Lobo Kendo is called Lichtsiga.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And, yeah, just quit out of here so it doesn't hang on that frame for too long. God, what? And then, like, a lot of the Digimon names are different, obviously, but, like, all the legendary warriors have completely different names between English and Japanese.
Yeah.
Like, the dub name, which apparently the dub names are all chosen by Bandai themselves, so not to push the blame onto, the dubbers. Yeah. But, like, they tried to tie in Kendo Garurumon with the Garurumon line, whereas in Japanese he's called Garmmon because he's supposed to be like a mythical creature from Norse mythology. And Agunimon is supposed
to go to Beowulfmon too.
Yeah, like all of them are based on creatures from mythology.
Yeah.
Except for Kumamon. In Japanese he's called Chakmon, and he's supposed to be based on a very specific Gundam.
Okay.
Me and Palindrome found that out and found it, like, hilarious that the cute little snow teddy bear is based on a fucking Gundam.
Yeah, right.
That's actually kind of weird.
And then, like, with Loemon, like, his name stayed the same, but his beast form was changed from Kaiser Loemon to Jaeger Loemon as part of an ongoing thing in Digimon where anytime they say Kaiser in Japanese, they translate it to something else in English. Like, the Digimon Emperor is called the Digimon Kaiser in Japanese.
Honestly, Digimon Kaiser sounds a lot more epic, but that's just me.
It's probably due to, like, in Japanese, in Japan, they like importing words from other languages to make them sound, like, cool and mysterious.
Yeah.
Whereas in English, Kaiser has a very specific association with World War I.
True. Yeah. No, I know. It's like I've studied, like, I'm fascinated with like World War history and everything. Like, two in particular, but one I've dabbled a little bit into.
My favorite war is still probably the Australian Emu War, where the emus won. But yeah, let's see who all we're gonna be rating tonight.
Let's see.
We're gonna be rating Aki, also known as Orange is Orange, who is playing Super Paper Mario. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you to my co-hosts for joining me on such short notice. And until then, until next time, unpleasant dreams.
Nighty-night. Yeah.
It's going to be green. Hey, it's not green.